What is good, y'all? What is good? Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day. So, Unscripted Logic, episode 28. I am your host, Social Assassin, and here with me, as always,
Pablo,
the one and only.
My bad. Pablo Pickasso.
That's why it's unscripted. That's why it's unscripted.
And no labor will be done today.
No what?
No labor.
Yeah. No labor will be done today. So, real quick, I just want to say something for any of the new viewers. I want to put this at the beginning of the video in case people watch it, after. Shout out to everyone in the building, Hazy, MME, Seizure, the real ones. But I just wanted to say to the new, any new viewers, any new subscribers, I just want y'all to know, like, this show, I know a lot of the episodes may have people on there that you don't know, or it's about like a battle rap and maybe you're not familiar with battle rap. But understand that we're actually going to be talking a lot less about battle rap. We're going to have like a lot of different topics, something for everybody. So it's going to be, every episode may not be for you, but there will be multiple episodes you'll be interested in. We're going to kind of move away from battle rap for a little while, not completely, because there are some things going on that do need to be talked about. But for the most part, on Unscripted Logic, we want to make this more of a universal show for people who aren't battle rap fans, because we've got a lot of people in here who support us and who subscribe to us, and they don't necessarily watch because they don't know what we're talking about,
Right.
So,
but also
that doesn't mean
there's a lot of knowledge to be had.
There's a lot of
everyone involved.
Yes.
A lot of things.
And we don't want to put ourselves in a battle rap box, but also at the same time, like,
put them in a box.
we know our core supporters are gonna rock with us regardless.
Right. I feel like
we don't want to. Hold on. Let me just finish this. We don't want to go too. Like, we're still gonna talk about battle rap, so we're not gonna forget about y'all. We're gonna keep, but we just want to, for at least a few episodes, kind of just take it in different directions for the newer fans. My bad, Pablo. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, if you go back through the unscripted, and also all the unscripted episodes have all hit over 200, so that's
yes,
right.
Sir. Yes,
we both have gotten some new subscribers, but I mean, if you go back through, like, we've done like different, like we did the Tarantino episode and shit. We did like it's
Baby
not
Reindeer.
Right. It's not always just been battle rap. I never wanted it to just be that, and
right.
Yeah. So I feel like some of our best episodes when we're just like talking about random shit, like telling stories, and then we got into like TV discussion. Like, honestly, that's one of my favorite episodes.
That might be my favorite episode. Right. But before there's a couple things I want to discuss before we get into the actual episode. The episode, we have no topics, we have no nothing like that, but there are a couple things that we want to go over, and there's a little video I want to play for y'all because your boy is featured at the end of this video very unexpectedly. But before that, one time for the one time.
Come on in, y'all. Hit that like button. Talking about decade-old battles as though they just happened. It's getting heated cause they both have passion. Pablo Picasso, social assassin. Friends dropping gems cause they know chop it up and discuss different topics. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Unscripted Logic. Every Monday from 6 to 9, talk battles and pick apart shitty lines. And if you're not on my side, I can change your mind if you give me time. But while you're here, you should hit the like, cause we keep it raw every Monday night. Nah, bro. No, I'm fucking telling you. Oh my god. You don't know a goddamn thing. Are you serious? You're out of your mind. Exactly. I can't fucking believe this. Oh, please. Get the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's ridiculous. Bunch of chuns and no goddamn thing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Really? Yeah, okay, bro.
Yo, salute to that. Salute to that. But while that was playing, Pablo, so after I run through these other two things, these three quick things I want to run through, there's also, I saw a top 10 list, and I want to read it to you. And I'll tell when we get to it, I'll tell you the topic of the top 10 list. And we're gonna talk about if those movies are their movies. We're gonna talk about if those movies are or are not what they say they are. Okay. Because this list pissed me off. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say a battle rap list or something.
No battle rap list. This list pissed me off. There's a couple movies on there. I'm like, all right, yeah, like I could totally see that. There's a couple I haven't watched recently, so I'm like, I don't know, but like, then there's like half of them. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, so
if we're not gonna do that yet.
No, we'll get there. So, but the first thing I wanted to do, Pablo, can you pull up that picture for me?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll just do the YouTube one. There you go.
Yeah, got you. All right, so this is Real Deal's new album, The Statute Volume 2. If y'all don't know, we need less than 2,000 signatures to help change the statute of limitations for medical malpractice in the state of Pennsylvania, and it will start there, and then Real Deal plans on trying to change it in every state, right? Because his father is a victim of this, and yesterday marked the 5th anniversary of his father's death. So rest in peace to Charlie. That's why this album dropped yesterday. Now I am going to be doing a full breakdown of this album, not on Unscripted. I want Pablo to do it with me. He hasn't had a chance to listen to the whole album yet, but when he does, I want to be able to do a breakdown of this album, because this album is so amazing. And what I can tell y'all is, like, Real Deal, I listen to Real Deal more than anybody because I can relate to Real Deal more than anybody. When I hear Real Deal songs, I feel like I'm rapping those bars. Like, it's the same type of shit I'd be rapping about, So it's
right.
Real Deal to me is and there's a bar. He has a bar in one of the songs. He's like, I might not be your cup of tea, but I know I'm someone's favorite. And it's like that fucking. I'm like, yo, like he's probably thinking of people like me when he writes a line like that. You know what I mean? So whether he did, I'm not saying he was thinking of me when he wrote that bar, but I'm saying, like, people like me, people who actually support, give him feedback, whether it's good or bad. Buy the merch, share the shit, support. Like, I support in every way possible. So I want to show y'all something. And I'm sorry I'm taking up the majority of the beginning of this episode, but that once I get past this, we got one more thing that me and Pablo are gonna talk about, and then it's a free for all after that. So we're good. So salute, Major, salute. So yeah, the album breakdown. It's not gonna happen today, but it will happen. I'm gonna try to do it this week, if not next week. So, and shout out to J Rock. She's gonna be interviewing me. I believe next Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. She really appreciated what I was doing out there with the protests. So, but so we can move past and yo, shout out to Real Deal for real, man. Like we saw him at Massacre 6, and like Pablo knows. Like I walked up there, I didn't even have to say nothing. Real Deal looked right at me. He's like, my dog. Like that's just what it is, So I was on his Instagram today, and I saw. Well, I wasn't on his Instagram. It came across I got a notification, so I was like, oh, let me check this out. So, Pablo, can you actually? I can remove that. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right.
I just wanted to personally thank everybody for their concern, prayers, for the GoFundMe. I want to let you know, after a month-long battle in the ICU, my father did pass away about a half an hour ago. Me and my brothers were at his bedside. My father did not pass of lung cancer. My father went in upright, as healthy as you or me, minus that, obviously, and there's a lot of questions that need answered. But I want to thank everybody, because if he was so loved, so I want to thank you for all your support, and just continue to hold us up. Thank you.
Today has been 5 years since my father, my idol, took his last breath on a hospital bed in the ICU at UPMC Mercy Hospital. He died tragically after a month-long hospital stay, where he developed an infection due to having a procedure performed that he ultimately didn't need. My father was 70 at the time he fell victim to medical malpractice, and I was 34 when I decided he had had enough. My father was loving, kind, mentally tough, and present from the moment I took my first breath in May of 1985. He was in many ways different than me, which made him that much more intriguing. He was a husband of 30 years to his late wife, and also had 3 other children, including my late sister, whose passing he had to deal with in 2014. He was a veteran and an animal lover, a joke teller, and a bit of a cheapskate. He was a fan of metal detecting and a terrible athlete, a bad cook and a mediocre driver, an awesome grandfather and a stoner. He was the best. I spent the following 2 years trying to pursue justice and battle the statute of limitations. I wanted a day in court so these doctors could see the damage that was done. Ultimately, I never got that opportunity. The justice system with regards to fighting medical malpractice and medical error is a series of hurdles not even an American ninja warrior could prepare for. I had exhausted funds, resources, relationships, and time. UPMC and the laws and procedures implemented to fight something like medical malpractice, which is reported as the 3rd leading cause of death in this country, had proven to be too much. So what am I doing here 5 years later? Well, first let me say, of course, I miss my father dearly, and I'm doing well. But to me, that was never the point. The point is accountability and responsibility and real reform. I'm not against doctors. I'm not against hospitals or modern medicine. I am, however, against people in positions who operate with little to no recourse or repercussions. I am against titans like institutions like UPMC, not playing fair by the rules put in place by HIPAA and other entities. I am against doctors performing procedure and not being available to meet with the family weeks later to discuss the old Yeller treatment. I am against the way these mathematical formulas are put together to depreciate the values of our elder loved ones. I am against medical examiners having the ability to take thousands of dollars from victims and flip-flop on opinions when it seems beneficial. I am against lawyers and law firms being the only line of defense. Studies have shown medical error is only behind heart disease and cancer, and it's the number 3 killer in the United States. It's about time we talk about it. Charles Edward Weller did not die in vain. We keep his name alive with every post, shirt, email, hashtag, and inch we gain in this trench warfare. The beauty of my fight is there is no statute of limitations in fighting. There is no statute for the justice I seek. Justice for Charlie.
Hey.
What happened there? What happened?
I don't know. It ended, and then was that the end of the video? No.
Nah, there was like a couple more, but y'all saw.
I just
your
wanted to
boy
personally
there.
thank everybody for their.
Shit, I accidentally hit fucking because I know this don't pause, but I wish I could.
It will replay the whole thing. You can't.
Yeah. But y'all saw your boy. Y'all saw your boy. I didn't expect that. I was actually watching it, like getting all teared up.
Right.
And then I saw me on there, and I was like, "Damn, yo, like that's kind of crazy," because like it's all like battle rappers or people involved in the battle rap community, and to be put towards the end, like that meant a lot. So shout out to Real Deal for that, because that was really dope. I wish that didn't just happen, but I'm glad it didn't happen before it showed me. Because then I would have had to have played the whole thing again. But yo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link to the petition in the description of this video. So, and Hazy posted it in there right now. Please go sign that if you haven't. It takes 2 seconds. Leave this video now and go do it if you haven't, please. And we're gonna make this shit happen. And I'm gonna post the link in the description of this video as soon as it's over. So shout out to Real Deal, man. Yesterday marked 5 years, and it's sad, man. It's sad. So, but definitely also go listen to that Real Deal, the Statute Volume 2, and go listen to the Statute Volume 1 that he dropped before that. Like that, like I still listen to his first album. Like I listen to Real Deal every day. So this hit home for me, man. I know. Hazy, there's a lot of songs on this new album you will love, bro. His mom passed of cancer. His dad passed not of cancer, but you know. But yeah, man, that hits home. So, but we're gonna pick it up a bit and get the, you know, I just wanted to put that out there because yesterday was the anniversary of his father's death, and the album dropped, so I was gonna do it anyway. And then I saw that I was in that video, so I was like, I gotta play this, you know. But I appreciate y'all. So next order of business. So we have $125 in the pot for the ring. Mostly thanks to me and Pablo each donated 30, but thanks to Innovate and Sick Mosh, they were the two top contributors besides me and Pablo, and then OG Capri, Rap Ref, and then somebody else that sent Rap Ref 10. I don't know who it was, but shout out to them as well. And even the money that Innovate sent like $10 to Unscripted, and I added that in the pot, so like, it's just is what it is. But yeah, man, so the ring going down this Friday, September 6th. We have Fresh Coast Live Network versus Brick Street Sprite, plus a special surprise to open up the event. So we weren't able to find another battle, but we were able to find someone fire, who was willing to spit some shit to kick off this event. And so to make these brothers feel more comfortable. So shout out to them for that. Oh man. But nah, it's gonna be fire. September 6th, around 7 p.m. going down. It's gonna be crazy.
I gotta make sure they don't try to make me work that day. I know they've been bugging, bro. My work's been fucking bugging lately.
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have that, because then we'd have to change the date.
No, it's not gonna happen.
No, Pablo's like, nah.
Like, nah, bro. They're like, they understand. Like, I'm ready to walk out at any moment.
Yep. Innovate. We definitely appreciate you signing that, brother. Right. Definitely, man. But for anyone who's watching now, or for anyone who watches it later, please go sign that petition. It's gonna be in the description. Hazy posted it in the chat right here. Sick Mosh, work's bugging. I'm working Labor Day, so I feel yeah. Sick Mosh, have you signed the Real Deal petition? Because if not, please sign that. Hazy just posted the link. Please go and sign that. Speaking of which, I gotta donate to Sick Mosh's thing that he's got going on. Oh, you did? All right, word. Sick Mosh, that thing that MME was promoting for you. Send me that link. Text it to me. I wanna donate something to that. Signed and shared earlier today. Word, Seizure. Word. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. At Joiner Fest, I was wearing my Charlie shirt, and people were asking, and I was like making them pull out their phones and going and signing the petition. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, people are asking what the shirt's about. I'm like, well, now that you ask, why don't you open this, go to this link? Hoops for Hope. Yeah, I knew it was Hoops for Hope. I just didn't remember the link. But for anyone who doesn't know, Sick Mosh is actually the drummer for Unscripted Logic. So Sick Mosh is our homie in real life. Like, we've been knowing Sick Mosh. I've known Sick Mosh since like 6th grade.
Innovate.
We weren't friends, but like, I knew him. He always was wearing the Hakeem Olajuwon Team USA jersey.
Innovate. I've been messaged you on Instagram. I've been trying to tell you 100 times. Check your message requests on Instagram. Innovate.
Yeah, Innovate. You gotta go to like, so when you're in your messages on Instagram, on the top right, you'll see not the very top, but like somewhere in the top right, you'll see in blue it says like message
Primary,
request or
general,
something.
or request, and you go to
Yeah,
request,
and
and
you
it'll
go
have
to
a one
request.
next to it, and it's me waiting for you to.
Yeah.
But
He said I sure will. But innovate, that thing that I had talked to you about with that we are definitely still going to do that. More than likely it may have to be early 2025, but or late 2024, but we are definitely making it happen. And I'm gonna take care of you when you know the deal.
yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, what was the next thing you were gonna
I can't lie, bro. That was kind of funny, but holla at me whenever King. I think he was talking to Sigmash.
Yeah. What was the next topic?
So the only other thing that I wanted to talk about. And I'm going to do a pre-recorded review on this. I have two movies that I went to see the last two times I went to theaters, and they were two movies that I thought were going to be amazing, and they both were terrible. So I went to go see Alien Romulus last night. Okay. And I've heard amazing things about this movie. The preview looked insane. Bro, I'm a huge Alien fan. Unfortunately, there's only been like 2 or 3 good Alien movies, right?
Aliens, and that's it.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it,
Prometheus
right?
could have been good. They kind of fucking chunked.
Right.
And then
So,
the Covenant was kind of trash. Like,
yeah. So I kind of felt like this was they were gonna do just now what I feel like the way they did it, I feel like it's because it's the start of like maybe a trilogy, but the way they did it, bro, like it's 2 hours long. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
right?
But
Alien vs Predator was good. Yeah. The second one was better, actually.
Yeah. I was gonna say it was definitely all right. So anyway, I am gonna be giving away spoilers when I do the breakdown though. But this movie, so when I watch movies, I take notes. I fully watch the movie. I'm like a movie guy. Pablo knows he's the same way. Like we pay attention. We know like okay, like this movie would have been way better if it had a different director. Like just like little things, like but anyway, I'm watching this movie. And of course, it's an alien movie. I'm not expecting it to have some amazing storyline or anything like that. But it had like no storyline, no driving force. It was literally the first hour of it was hour and 15 minutes, maybe, was just like nonsense. And it was like, nothing interesting happening, no good storyline, not even any comedy to keep people interested. They tried, but none of it was funny. And then like all of a sudden, like an hour in, like you finally see one of the little aliens, and then like that's it for like a little while, and then you see another one, and it's like, and then you see like a baby alien like being born, and it looked cool as fuck. So that was really cool. But then the rest of the movie, so it's just the whole movie was just not good. And then the end, like the last 15 to 20 minutes was what they did with it and what they created was very fucking dope. And what I said was the only thing. So right now, after the movie, I have it at like a 4 out of 10. Okay. And that's being generous in my opinion. But I did say because I kind of see if they're making more than one of these, I see where they're going. And if the second one is what I think it's gonna be and it kicks fucking ass, then I'll forgive this one. But
even fuck that, bro. I hate that it's been a fucking theme
Right, because you
recently,
can't go an hour and 15 minutes with fucking no storyline, no action, no comedy, no nothing.
Yo, I hate like.
Thank you, because I was trying to shoot them some bail, but thank you.
No, fuck that. Yo,
Yes,
the worst thing in the world to me is like origin stories. Like when they do like an origin, especially the superhero.
Yeah,
and you watch it, and it's 2 hours of them not having powers yet.
Right.
And at the very end, it's like, no, they've turned it like what?
Yes.
The movie should open with that scene. Why the fuck do I want to watch this? Like,
right. Yeah, I want to see like a little bit of how it happened, but I don't need the whole movie to be like that. Like,
right.
And it wasn't even like so. Like, yeah, there was a little bit of story, like, oh, like this is what's been going on. Like, oh, they found aliens. Like, we're going to look for this, but it was just very fucking like honestly, they were relying heavily on what they created for the end of the movie, for people to love it. And like I said, when I saw it then, I was like, holy fuck. But like
that's how it should have started.
Right. It just wasn't worth it. And then there was a whole like sexual scene. So I'll just tell this, like, it was this big vagina looking thing that was like obviously no, seriously, it was obviously like an alien, like whatever, but it was like this big vagina thing. And this guy takes a fucking cattle prod and jams it up inside the hole, and it's, you know, shot zapping her and stuff like that. And then when he pulls it out, all of a sudden a bunch of like dripping comes out, like as if like the vagina is like dripping wet, you know what I mean? It was so sexual, it was insane. And then a baby popped out.
What the fuck,
bro? It was insane. I'm sitting there watching it with my girl, like, is this fucking really happening right now? What the fuck is going on? So, and bro, I was so excited
like
to see this movie.
Splice with Adrian Brody.
Yes,
the alien thing,
bro. Yes, exactly. But bro, I was so excited to see this movie because I saw one preview for it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks sick." I'm not even gonna like look at ratings, or I'm just gonna go see it and hope that. Because it was from the same director as Don't Breathe and the remake of of Evil Dead, which I didn't love, but I didn't hate. And Don't Breathe was a good movie, so I was like, you know.
Oh, what, Frederick something or some shit?
It's Fede something.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I didn't expect it to be like amazing, but I expected it to be good.
Don't Breathe also has the scene with the turkey baster and shit. So
right. Yeah. So
this guy just has a weird fucking fetish, or
yeah. So when I took notes through the whole movie, and honestly, if I wasn't taking notes, I would have fell asleep. There was a couple times where I was definitely like felt myself starting to doze off, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay awake. And I'm glad I did, because, you know, and bro, there was only 3 other people in the theater, and then after the movie, they all sat there waiting for the post-credit scene. Like, bro, are you serious? This was grueling to sit through. I would rather sit through Lord of the Rings, The Three Kings again, or whatever the last one is. The last Lord of the Rings movie, the one that's like 4.5 hours long. I would rather sit. Yeah, I would rather sit through that again than wait 5 minutes for a post-credit scene on that new Alien movie. Dude, it was so bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a breakdown of that. So I got a Real Deal album breakdown coming up, and I got 2 movie recaps coming up as well on this channel. Not on Unscripted, but on this channel. Pablo and I have an episode coming up soon of a TV show. We're not gonna say it yet, but it's a TV show that has been out. And we're gonna he just rewatched it. I'm rewatching it now just to get a refresher. I'm about halfway through, and then we're gonna do an episode about it, and you'll understand when we do it. You'll understand why we're doing it at this time. You know what I mean? So because it's an old show, but something else is happening with it soon. So anyway, that being said, I think that's pretty much it. I just want to say one more time, thank you to everybody who has donated to the ring. Innovate, Sick Mosh, you two definitely are the MVPs of the donations for that. And we got the pot up to $125 for these two brothers. So we came to an agreement that we're going to do 75% to the winner, 25% to the loser. That way both these brothers walk away with something. And I think that's fair. And I'm excited for this. So, and then we have that special guest just coming to spit a verse. It's not a battle. They're just coming to spit a verse. They may not even be cammed up for it. It's just a verse, last minute verse,
But yeah, I want to still talk about how trash movies do that fucking shit. Like, imagine you're watching like
go ahead. We got free. It's free game right now. Good.
Imagine watching like Friday the 13th, and the first hour and a half, there's no Jason. Like,
well, in the first one,
okay, that's different. Like, okay, in the 80s when you're,
and then in the second one, because he didn't even get his mask until the third one.
No, I know, but he's still in it. Baghead Jason.
Yes,
I'm saying like, okay, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right. Good.
Okay.
Better example. Or Halloween. Yep. But yeah, good example.
And there's 2 hours, not even like 2 hours of no Freddy. Like,
right.
What the fuck am I watching? And then at the very end, it shows him like put the glove on, and it's like ha ha ha, a laugh, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna sit and wait to watch a post-credit sequence to see where they go. Like, no, I want the movie to start with that scene.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
The fuck, people gotta understand. It's like I'm investing my time watching this, and not only that, but if I'm actually spending money to watch it, which every streaming platform now you do have to pay, so it's like I'm spending my time and my money to watch this shit. Like, the ending scene shouldn't be what should be the beginning scene.
Right.
Like, I can't stand that shit, bro.
No, I agree that for instance, since Halloween's coming up soon, the David Gordon Green and Danny McBride Halloween trilogy, like the 2018 Halloween. The first time I watched it, I was highly disappointed. The second time I watched it, I was still disappointed. And then when Halloween Kills came out, that movie was sick.
God.
Dude, that movie was so sick. So I went back and watched 2018 again, and I was like, all right, it grew on me a little because the continuation of it was so sick, right? But then Halloween Ends was the worst fucking movie I ever seen.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so Halloween Kills, that's the one
where like
the whole town's
not
like
Michael.
Right?
Yes.
That movie fucking
rules. And I don't want to get too much into the Halloween movies right now, especially those three, because I do want to around Halloween time have an episode about those three movies, because I want you and I to watch those three again and talk about it like amongst ourselves, and then have the episode, because there's a lot to say about those three movies, because it's how crazy, like, one of them is mediocre, one of them is fucking phenomenal, and then one of them is absolute dumpster juice. How does that work?
Caesar said spooky acres. What the fuck? No, but for real, like, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the first one, but yeah, Halloween Kills amazing. Then I feel the same way about Rob Zombie's Halloween. The first one was pretty good.
I love it.
The second one
was
fucking weird, bro.
awful.
It got weird.
Yeah, and the first one was amazing. You know, so for me, my like favorite Halloween movies and again, I don't want to get too far into it because we're gonna, you know, have a whole episode about it. But
Yeah, we get it.
the first Halloween 1978 version, obviously, you know, that's one
Yeah,
of the
John Carpenter
John Car-
invented the thriller movie. I mean, I guess you could say Black Christmas
right.
technically would be like
But
the first one. But
this, oh my god, I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
say,
he
I'm gonna save
invented
that for the
the
episode. But
slasher genre is what I meant to say.
yes,
The
yes.
yeah.
So, and there's something about the Halloween movies that a lot of people don't know, but I'll save it for the Halloween episode. I know
Well,
Pablo knows what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know what happened with horror movies lately. Just like don't do it for me. And I love horror. Honestly,
Me too.
if you
There's
asked me
some
like
good ones
5
here and
years
there.
ago, I would say horror movies, they were my favorite genre.
Right. Yo,
Because
I
and I
watched.
like B can't like the campier the better, you know,
So
like
so Pablo, check this out. I saw a post today. It said, "What's the best horror movie from the year you were born?" Well, there were two. So, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, came out the year I was born, right? But guess what also came out that year?
what?
Chud.
Chud.
So
Yeah.
you know what my answer was?
Chud.
Chud.
Yeah.
Chud. 100% So cannibalistic humanoid underground.
dweller.
There you go. So it and also like Return of the Living Dead. Like that's the type of shit. But I love Halloween movies, and I will say this: like there have been some good ones, like as of recent, but not as many. There's so many coming out, and a
Right.
very small percentage of them are good. But like the
Well, you know what the thing is?
Barbarian,
Too? I was just gonna say
amazing.
the Barbarian was great, but the thing, I feel like the problem is right. Like, I feel like it's just American cinema in general these days is just like everything's got to be a remake, a fucking
Yes.
reboot, or a
Prequel.
requel. They call it like a
Requel, yeah.
reboot, sequel. Like I kind of liked how the newer Screams did it, like a requel a little bit, but because the original Screams were also like, you know, they like poked fun at its own genre. They're very like breaking the fourth wall anyway. So I did like how they did it, but in most cases, it is just like revamped, let's redo this with the younger cast and let's throw in a fucking trans and a fucking make sure that there's a, you know, like they're trying to fill a quota. Like it just feels unnatural. Everything's been done like already. And the best horror movies I've seen like recently are all like foreign films, like, you know, like
the Parasite.
Asia. Yeah, I was just gonna say like like they know how to do horror, and that's why you got like The Ring,
Thriller.
the fucking what's the other one? The Grudge and shit. Like
Right.
eventually there was like that whole period where every horror movie was just like creepy little kid in black and white, and it's like, all right, dude. Like I got so fucking sick of it. And then the thing is, like, there's been some all right horrors, but they're different genre. Like, I feel like slasher films in general have like they had like a big surge in the 80s. Slasher films in the 80s were like the biggest profit because they took so little amount of money to make. They would cast nobodies, the fuck killers behind a mask.
Right.
So they cost the least amount to make, and they made the most money, like percentage wise, by the budget. So there was like a big boom in the 80s of slasher films, and then over like the last 2 decades, like the genre kind of fell apart, you know.
Right.
And people didn't make slasher films anymore.
Scream did a great job of like doing, okay, we're gonna make this a parody of all the movies that we've made, because Wes Craven made that, right? So like, so
but what he did was he made it a true to form slasher,
right.
well as like poking fun at itself.
Exactly. That was my point. So but yeah, so I think that like maybe the first Monday of October we should do like a whole like horror like, and we'll talk about the Halloween stuff. And we'll talk about all that because that's a topic I could go on forever about.
Right. You know, it's
and
crazy.
Innovate, I just want to say real quick, honestly, like you can't, because there's so many great movies and so many different genres. It's like it depends on the mood. It depends on how I'm feeling. I used to try to always pick a favorite movie, but like really, I can't.
Right. When I was a kid, I'd say for 10 years, my favorite movie was probably From Dusk Till Dawn. But now I couldn't say. But yeah, we can say. It's funny because I was literally like 2 days ago, I was writing down topics for unscripted that we could do. And I was like, horror movie. I was like, yo, we haven't even touched on how we did comedy. I was like, we never did a horror movie. So I literally wrote that down like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I have it on a list. I have it on a list too because I wanted to wait till, like October. But I think honestly, we could probably do that. Could probably be like a two-parter because there's so many different genres, and we could talk about like there's just so much to talk about. But there me and Pablo, our movie knowledge is extensive. So like when it comes to horror movies and stuff, yeah, there's some that I haven't seen, of course, but for the majority of them I have seen, and we know the good ones. But Pablo, let me ask you something. What? So I agree with what you said as far as like there hasn't been like the ratio for good to bad horror movies lately is insane.
And I like a bad horror movie. So it's like
yeah. No, I agree.
But it's like they'll be nothing burgers. They're not really good, or they're not. If it's bad enough, it's even better. But it's like they're not so bad that it's fun to watch, and they're not so good. It's like they just fall in the middle of just forgettable, But okay, what were you gonna say?
No, that's good. Now have you ever seen the original Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about the new Robert Eggers one coming out with Bill Skarsgård playing?
I mean, I think if you're gonna do it, I feel like that they picked the perfect person to be.
Now to piggyback off that, he also just played the Crow, right?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Well, check this out. That's because I saw a video today on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but I saw the thing, and it said why the Crow bombed at the box office, and I immediately said, because no one fucking knew it was out. Because I went
market it right.
Because when I went on to buy the tickets for Alien, I bought the tickets, and then I was like scrolling through again to see if like where other people had bought seats and stuff, and then I saw the Crow playing at $7.50, and I'm like, what the fuck? So that's in theaters.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And
I feel like
with Bill Skarsgård playing the Crow, I just don't feel like it's gonna be a bad movie.
Right. Well, I feel like that piggybacks off what Innovate was saying. Like COVID definitely messed up the music industry. There was the writer strike, and
right.
People, I feel
My bad. I've been missing the comments.
So I feel like, when we talk about battle, like the whole thing with, remember Calico's card, and you're like, oh, you didn't promote. Well, that comes back to marketing. And I feel like marketing, especially in movies these days, I feel like most people, especially if it's like, if it's a release on Netflix, they don't feel like they have to actually put any money into marketing because they go, okay, it's just going to drop on Netflix and people are going to watch it. The marketing is that it's on Netflix. So the problem with movies in theaters, I felt like there's the last like 3 years, especially movie theaters, a lot of theaters actually closed down because people stopped going to the movies. And I feel like that could be a bigger conversation about maybe some of the quality of movies, like stuff that isn't worth going to see. But
that definitely plays a factor.
Also, because you got to think like movie trailers in itself, dude, there was like an art to the movie trailer back in the day.
Ooh, talk.
So, the thing is, especially, dude, I feel like the last 10 years, every fucking trailer for a movie that you see they give everything away.
I knew you were gonna fucking
thing.
I knew
You know
that's
the
what you were
whole
gonna
movie
say.
before you even watch it. And then not only that, so okay, the problem with the trailer itself, you have this issue where they fucking whoever like edits to make the trailer, they're like, oh, let's pick the most actiony parts. But the problem is that they'll take parts from the end of the like the third act where someone's like shooting at someone else, and the whole thing with the movie is that, oh wait, in the actual context of the movie, you shouldn't already know that this person wants to kill this one,
Or
and that's
that
a fucking
person's still
surprise,
alive.
or like they'll show someone die, and it's like, or it's
Yeah,
dumb
yeah,
shit,
they
like
show people die.
the
That's
worst possible spoilers in the
I
fucking
saw that
trailer,
I
bro.
saw that the other day on a trailer, and it was like in the preview, it was literally a main character in the movie, and then like at the end of the trailer, it literally shows them like dying, and then
Right.
and I'm like, all right, maybe they didn't die, but then no, someone was mourning their death. I'm like,
Right.
what?
And I get how it's like, okay, people's attention spans are lower. Also, I feel like it's just look, there's a lot that, we always talk about like oversaturation, quantity over quality. I mean, even on YouTube, right? They say like fucking like 10,600 hours worth of fucking like worth of footage gets uploaded to YouTube every fucking 10 minutes or something. So it's the same
Right.
thing with movies. It's like right now, how many movies do you think are being made right at this second?
Fucking at least 3,000 to 5,000.
And how many of them are garbage?
A bunch. And you know,
And how many of them
check this
have
out.
money for marketing to even make a trailer? So then when you actually do make a trailer and you're trying to like stand out, you're trying to get people to actually watch it, and we're in a very like scrolly era where people just like scroll every 3. So if they don't see an explosion or a gunshot in 3 seconds, they're already scrolling. So I get the thought behind it,
but don't give away the whole movie.
The fucking ending of the movie in the trailer. Like, you just can't, bro.
So check this out. This was a little interesting last night during the previews. First of all, there's a Bob Dylan movie coming out that looks fucking sick, and it starts out from the beginning when he was like Woody Guthrie. So anyway, but so I'm watching this trailer, and I'm like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh shit, right? This doesn't look that great, but whatever. And then all of a sudden it says Death Row Pictures.
Oh
and hold on, produced by Snoop Dogg. And then on the bottom, I see 2022 movie distribution. So in my mind, the only possible thing that I could think of was that movie was filmed in 2021 or 2022, but they didn't want to release it until Snoop owned the rights to Death Row, so he could start Death Row Pictures. And hey, I don't blame him for that, but
right.
it goes back to you saying, how many movies do you think are being filmed at one time? Well, like I said, like 3,000 to 5,000, because there's movies that are being filmed that aren't even going to come out for like 3 to 5 years.
Right, bro. That's a fact. There's movies that are made that then they never come out, or if they do, it's years later. And you can tell because like the actor in it, like he's fucking 4 years older now. You can tell, like, fucking crazy, man. Like,
but this Bob Dylan movie, bro, I promise you, it's gonna be special. It's gonna be really good for anybody who's a Bob Dylan fan. Oh man, I'm telling you, Bob Dylan's my, but Bob Dylan is my favorite artist, bro. And like, I know this movie's gonna be sick. The preview, it showed this was actually a preview that showed just enough. It didn't show too much, and I really, they didn't really show the kid's face who plays him, They showed it from the side like for a second, but most of the time
No, I
he
saw
had
the whole
glasses
thing
on.
the casting of it and shit. I know.
Oh, okay. So yeah, as long as like and like, dude, the singing and everything is really good. Like, man. But anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, movies these days, man, it's like it's every 30 years they start remaking or rebooting movies from 30 years, before. So it's
Right.
like, that's why we got all the Scream fucking reboots and shit like that. But I'm not mad at the I don't want to talk too much about Halloween movies,
No,
but
it's all right. So I wanted to say, like, you were talking about the Bob Dylan. So
yeah.
so there was just that like Elvis movie that came out. No, I
Yeah,
didn't watch it. I know
I
like
saw it.
Hanks was in and shit,
I
but
saw it.
I didn't hear great things. But also like, there was like a little period where the artist biopic was like the thing. Remember when Ray? I think
Yep.
Ray kicked it off. Really, there
Yep.
might have been some more before that, but
You're
Ray's
right.
fucking incredible movie. Like if you've never seen the movie Ray,
Was
it's
was
fucking
Ray before Walk the Line?
yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah, then I think Ray kicked it off, and that
Yeah.
is a fucking amazing movie. Jamie Foxx.
Walk the Line was like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I
The
like
first
Johnny Cash, but the movie
I
was
love Johnny Cash, but the first time I watched it, I liked it, but I was like it was too long. Like they could have cut parts
the
out.
pacing is horrible. In that
Yeah,
movie.
the
Like it's
pacing
good
was
scenes, but the pacing, like out of nowhere, it just like then it jumps here, then and you're like, what the fuck? Like I don't know. Like Ray is paced incredible. I can watch that movie all the fucking time.
great
The
movie.
musicianship, the acting is amazing. Like the storytelling, everything about it is good.
You've seen
Walk the Line is not great, and then after that, they just like started pumping shit out. Remember, there was like,
Cadillac Records.
yeah, that was a bad movie. Like
It should have been good. It
good
should have been good.
again, like good actors, good singing, good like, and you're
And
telling
the
a story.
storyline is there.
I
The
was just gonna say, you're
storyline.
telling a story of an actual era that happened, that some crazy shit, and it's like, how do you fuck that up?
How do
Pacing that, like, I feel like honestly, the most underrated person on a film crew is the editor. Movies come
Yes.
together in editing. Always.
Facts.
Always.
Always.
You
Always.
could shoot a good film, like get all the scenes, but the editor is the one that really brings the movie together, because if you don't edit it right, the pacing's off.
I've heard
And,
I've heard some of the best directors in the world say that.
yeah, 100%. Like, bro, American Beauty,
That was my favorite movie for years.
right? And guess what? The original screenplay tells a completely different fucking story.
Yes, it
So
does.
literally, the
Yes, it
script.
does.
There's even like a thing online. This like screenwriter talks about it. The missing 7 pages. So the movie starts out, instead of the initial first scene where it's like the on the camera and him like, oh, will you kill my dad, like that, it starts
Right.
out in the courtroom with the kid and the girl being charged for murder. That's the first scene. And then at the very end, after all, is like it goes back to showing them being convicted of the murder. And then it shows the like father and stuff. So it's like, bro, that context like changes the entire fucking movie. You remove just that beginning scene and that ending scene, and it's a completely different movie, and it works way better. Like, I don't know what I get it, like what the person was going for in the script, but in shooting the film, realized that, and the editor realized, no, we actually have a great movie here, and all we have to do is cut out this part and this part, and we have an amazing movie. So like
Yep.
I'm saying,
Yep.
the editor is always like, bro, what the fuck is it? Go watch like Taken, right?
Yeah.
The scene where like Taken and Blade Trinity are the 3 that stand out to me. The action
I
scenes.
can't wait to see the new Blade, actually.
So the action scenes, right? Like he goes to jump over a fence, and there's 9 cuts in him jumping over a fence. So it's like him on the ground, then it cuts to him against the fence, then him an arm over, then another, like, and it all happens so quick. And it's not like you know, the green grass, like the Bourne franchise did, like the shaky cam. Well, it's not shaky cam, it's cut, and they try to make it like it frazzles your brain because there's so many cuts in a row, but it just looks fucking horrible when you have 9 cuts in a row for an action sequence. And the same thing with like Blade Trinity. So you're watching a movie, it's like, okay, the actor's not bad, the action's there, you shot the scene right, but what is not working about it? The editing of it is fucking terrible. Like, dude, I was watching Blade Trinity, there's a scene he's on this like catwalk.
Yep.
And the fucking the way it's like cut. Like I couldn't believe it. Once I noticed it, it was so like laughable that I had to rewind it and play it in slow-mo and go, who the fuck edited this? This is terrible. Like it's crazy that it really does come down to like editing.
Now going back to that, bro, the editing on T2 is phenomenal, and that is exactly why James Cameron is the GOAT, because he understands that the editing process, and I think he is in the editing room with the editors. Like James Cameron follows every step of the movie, so if he needs to be in the editing room, he's in the editing room.
Some directors don't, because they're too like authoritarian, where the editors are like, bro, no, like you can't be in here because I know what I'm doing. You're gonna be like, but we need that, because sometimes a director will be like, well, no, like they'll shoot like fucking 3.5 hours of footage, and the editor will be like, oh, we don't really need this scene, we can cut, like, well that scene's there because it sets up most directors and the character, like you
can't give final cut to most directors. Like there's there's directors like Quentin has to have final cut, obviously. James Cameron has to have final cut, obviously. Fucking, there's just certain, I'm blanking on a lot of great directors, but they deserve final cut. But then there's these other directors that want to like take a story, they take a script and they write it into a screenplay, and they write the dialogue and stuff, and they put their own stuff into it. So it's like there's certain things that they want to be in there that just doesn't really fit with the movie. That's why a lot of times, if you watch a movie and then you watch the director's cut might suck,
Yeah, a lot of times, honestly.
But I just watched the Fall Guy director's cut, and it was 2.5 hours, and I'm like, how the fuck is the Fall Guy 2.5 hours gonna be good, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch it. And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I laughed my ass off through the whole movie. A lot of amazing action. I felt like the final fight scene could have been a little bit shorter, maybe 5-10 minutes shorter, but like other than that, the movie was phenomenal. The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. Go check that out.
Ryan Gosling?
Yo, bro, he kills it. He's hilarious. He absolutely kills this role. He's been in a lot of other good movies too. Beyond the Pines or some shit.
Yeah, Place Beyond the Pines is fucking incredible.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of great movies, but this movie, The Fall. So it used to be a TV show in the 80s around the time of like Quantum Leap. And, so it's they remade the movie, and I was gonna they had the regular version on Amazon Prime, and they had the uncut. They had the director's cut on Peacock. So I was like, "Fuck it, let me just watch the director's cut." I don't know how this Fall Guy can be a 2.5 hour movie, but fuck it, we'll give it a shot, because I think stuntmen are very underrated when it comes to movies, and I'm all about the stuntmen. And you could tell Pablo and I really love movies. We're talking about editors and stuntmen.
No, it's crazy. That's another
9 out of 10.
That's another topic I wrote down along with horror movies was stuntmen, special effects crews.
Let's go.
Like they're the unsung heroes of all fucking movies. Like,
yep.
Because there's just a certain thing with that. But hold on, real quick. What Innovate was saying. Hold on, what did you say?
Sorry, my bad, y'all.
I'm
good.
I'm noticing edits like that, not showing how they got from point A to point B. Yeah, that's a fact. So there is a thing in movie lingo they call shoe leather. Which means like if there's someone like say someone's like sitting in a graveyard, right? And a car pulls up, shows someone approach, they get out, and if it's like 700 feet or like 1,000-foot distance between them, you don't need to show that person walking all the way from their car to the it's like, okay, that's 40 seconds of unnecessary film. You don't need to show him walking it. It's called shoe leather. So there is a thing of like, okay, you could just open the scene with him there, or like, like have cut to him like 10 feet away walking up, like you don't need the entire. So there is a kind of thing of that, but I get what he's saying where it's like sometimes the cuts are too drastic where it's like, no, it's not shoe leather at that point. Now you just cut out like integral parts of how they got there.
Right.
Which is crazy. But
Pablo, check the back chat.
Yeah, if you want. But I do want to say, so like the guy you were saying, the Fall Guy, I didn't see that movie, but
you gotta watch it.
David Leitch, he's the director, stunt performer, dude. Like he did what, like Deadpool 2.
Yeah. You gotta watch it.
Dude, that movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk.
I love that movie. Bob Odenkirk just popped up on my TV. Netflix is crazy. Better Call Saul just popped up on my TV.
And he worked on the John Wick movies and shit. Like he's awesome.
Yeah. So and Quentin Tarantino is somebody who pays a lot of respect to stuntmen and stunt women because he uses that Australian chick Zoe something. Bell. Yeah. Zoe Bell, to as Uma Thurman in all those movies, but also that movie Death Proof is made about a stuntman, and when Quentin Tarantino contacted her about, I think we talked about this in the Clinton episode. She said he contacted her and she was like, yeah, I'll do the stunts, and he's like, no, I want you to be the actress because you're gonna be doing the stunts anyway. Like you might as well just be in the movie. Like that was dope. But so Odenkirk is a legend. So does anybody want to come up and talk movies? I mean, let's try to avoid horror because Halloween's coming up, and I love horror movies a lot, and I want to have a combo with Pablo about because there's a lot when it comes to Halloween. So I want to kind of break it down into segments, like certain movie, there's, that Pablo knows what I mean. But I'm going to drop the link for anybody who wants to pop up. Pause. But yeah, just, if you want to talk about a horror movie, that's fine. But let's just try not to.
Yeah.
old. If you're talking, I don't know what you're saying. It's old. I just saw one called Black Widow that was old. Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie Old. That movie was fucking awesome. With the kid from he played the Boston Bomber in Patriots Day. He was in a few other movies. He was in the new Jumanji movies. But yeah, man. That movie Old, Pablo, you seen that?
Yo,
you ever seen the movie Old?
Hold on. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my god, hold on.
Yeah, there was I had to remove one of you.
Kevin was just here. He said hi.
Oh.
Just stopped in.
Yeah, that movie was dope. Innovate. That movie was dope. Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen the movie Old, definitely watch it. It's pretty wild. Let me check what streaming services it's on. Let's see. It's on Peacock, Hulu, Sling TV, and Amazon Prime. So basically everything. Peacock, Fubo, Hulu, Sling TV, YouTube TV, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. So it's everywhere. Yep. Yep. The Water Boy? That's not a hidden gem. You mean with Adam Sandler? Maybe a hidden gem for someone your age. I saw that in theaters, Seizure. Unless you're talking about a completely different movie. Danny Trejo. No, Old was Danny Trejo in it? I don't think so. But hold on one second, yo. Pablo said he can't hear me at all. Innovate. Click the link in a minute. I just want to get Pablo back up here first. He said he couldn't hear me at all. But you don't hear me at all. You don't know me at all. You thought you know me because you listen to the songs I'm singing. They don't hear about my bad days. They don't know the price that I pay. What the hell, Pablo? What the hell? You need me to drop the link again?
Yo.
Yo, all right, we good. We good.
All right.
We got Innovate in the building. Innovate,
Hello?
you got headphones?
What's up, bro? Am I clear? Can I be heard? I'm good.
It's actually it's actually very clear.
Yo, man, I never saw that. I just Googled. Oh, that looks very interesting. I was saying that looks very. I never seen that. I just Googled it. They show a clip from that. I'm gonna watch. I was talking about Black Widow. I don't know if y'all saw that or if that's an old movie. I just recently saw that.
Which one with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, the Black Widow.
Marvel movie.
Yeah, when they was mind controlling all of them, and she had to release that powder.
Of course, I've seen it, bro. I love Scarlett
I
Johansson.
just saw that. Was that old? That's what I was saying in the chat.
It's
Like
not that.
It's not. Years. It's like 2 years old.
Yeah, it's not that old. But yo, if you could put headphones in, it might sound a little better.
Let me try. I just dropped my crutches. Let me grab my headphone. I'm still rehabbing this leg. It's getting a lot better though.
I was trying to switch to my phone, so I just go to the bathroom real quick. But I couldn't hear you at all on my phone for some reason.
All right, Innovate. You good? Talk. Say something. Nah.
You're muted.
No, he's not muted.
Oh.
Hold up. All right. Nah, I can't hear him at all.
Try to change his audio settings or something.
Nah, I fixed his audio settings, but Innovate, just click the link again. I think because you plugged it in while you were up here. So maybe just click the link again.
I mean, his audio was fine.
It started to get like a little echoey. No Country for Old Men. Love that. I love that movie. Yeah, I know. Hit the link again, bro. Even without the headphones, you good. You couldn't hear an echo. All right, all right, word.
I didn't hear any echo. I don't know what you're talking.
No, I heard it. But if y'all don't hear it, then I don't mind. But I hope he hits the link again. Pablo, you ever seen the movie Old?
Yeah, that's what's his name? M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, it is an M. Night Shyamalan. I forgot it was. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
see, I heard the echo.
I feel like it could have been better, but yeah.
I liked it. MME said that echo. He heard the echo off and on. Yeah. You know what's interesting about No Country for Old Men? The hero and the villain never meet.
Fact.
Not many stories can do that. Seizure, bro, that is amazing. You said that because that's one of the main reasons I really appreciated a movie like that.
Right, they only have like one run in, but they never actually like see each other because the dude like escapes. And then at the end, when he pulls in, you think like he's gonna catch him. He's already dead.
Yeah.
So, like what? Some other people caught up. It's crazy. It's like what the fuck.
Yo, here we got Innovate back. All right, there we go.
Anton Chigurh, he's like, give me your jacket or something. Like, I'll give you $100.
Hold on. Yeah. All right, Innovate. I'm gonna check your
You know a movie that gets a lot of praise, but I haven't, and I don't want to go into the horror. But Hereditary, I've watched that over, and I haven't been able to get into that yet.
Oh man, it's really good, bro.
That movie is crazy, bro. The kid from
I was
Old
gonna bring that up when you brought. Well, he has a brother too that they do look a little similar, but I do think that kid, he's the one that's from Hereditary.
Yeah, no,
I really like that movie. Like,
I did too. Honestly, I didn't watch it for like the first like 5 years it came out, or something like that. I just watched it for the first time 2 years ago. So
I seen that movie like when it first came out, and I watched it again. And what I liked about it is that the director clearly did like a deep dive into like not just like the occult and shit, but this specific demon and shit. And the way he told the story of this like demon and shit was like, you know, I don't feel like it's one of those movies where it's like glorifying it. You know, it shows like the horrors of the occult and how grief and like you know, the blame, how like the mother like blames the son for the death of the other kid, and how like he's dealing with the internal
spoiler alerts.
It's within the first 10 minutes. That's
I know it is.
You gotta say that one for y'all horror show.
It
reminds me of Insidious. That reminds me of this. I like the first. You said we're not going too much into horror, but I really like the first Insidious.
Me too. I like the first Insidious a lot. The one with Ethan Hawke.
No. That's a different movie. That's
I like the lady. I'm just more connected to the lady.
Sinister was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good. Insidious is the one with Patrick Wilson.
That's right, and Vera Farmiga or whatever. Yeah. Okay,
she could get it. She could get it.
And they were both in The Conjuring as well.
Yeah, they played.
How many Conjurings they got now, man? Did they make a movie? I know.
Right. But we'll get into all that in the Halloween episode. But Innovate, like, what are like when you said like, can anyone really say their favorite movie? Like, to me, the answer is no. I've tried. Like, I've had favorite movies like for periods of time, but like now at the age I'm at, it's like it depends on the mood, you know. So today, like for a while, it was Sin City. Like, I don't know. It just depends. So what for you, like, not necessarily your favorite movie, but for you, like, what are some movies that you love going back and rewatching?
You know, and I guess that kind of would be my favorite, like my most memorable movies. And they're kind of weird, man. Maybe it's my taste, but I've watched Kung Fu Hustle I've watched Kung Fu Hustle and I've watched The Mask with Jim Carrey about 10 times. So I like Jim.
Let's go. Okay.
Stanley. Stanley
like
Ipkiss.
those.
Stanley Ipkiss.
I like that.
But you told me to freeze.
Ah, I like that answer.
Right,
And I'm gonna have to watch that because I haven't seen that in mad long. I gotta watch that again.
And I like the movie Kung Fu Hustle too. That's one of my classics. I don't know if
Right.
y'all seen
Okay. Okay.
I
So
always, I
you
always
like that
liked,
kind of comedy.
I always
the,
liked Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That was like one of my favorite movies for real.
Yeah, that's the only good Indiana Jones movie, if you ask me.
And there's an old movie I remember from
Nah, bro. Like
Raiders,
I used
Raiders
to,
is good. Raiders is
I
good.
used to love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but then when I watched it like not that long ago, I was like,
Yeah,
this
I
movie's
used to like
not.
Laura
It
Croft.
just didn't hold up for me.
I hear what you're saying.
But Temple
Last
of
Those were the
Doom.
movies that Laura Croft did. What movies were those? The Laura Croft movie.
Oh, Tomb Raider. Yeah,
Yeah, I used to like those.
I like the newer one better. To be
I
real,
actually never seen any of them, and
The-
I loved
See the new
the
one.
game. I
the
love
newer
the
one
game.
with what's her name, Alicia Vikander or whatever. She, like, I don't know. I thought it was a better movie than the old.
There was a good movie with Halle Berry. What was the name of that movie? Atlas or something like that.
Oh, Cloud Atlas.
That
Yeah,
movie was fucked.
Tom
That
Hanks.
movie was
They play like
crazy.
9 different
Like,
characters and shit. Yeah, that's
Forrest Whitaker was in it, right?
no,
yeah.
no. Hillary Berry just. I mean, Halle Berry, right? She just did
Halle
another.
Berry, Tom Hanks. There was a bunch of people. Mickey Rourke, maybe, I think.
But that's the older one. She just did another one. It's called Atlas. Where she was in the spaceship and she had to go to another planet and she was fighting the dude and they was fighting against AI and she was just. Oh no, it was Jennifer Lopez. My fault.
Yeah, because Halle Berry was in Cloud Atlas for sure.
I got to see Cloud Atlas. See, I'm writing it down right now. I wrote down
that's
Cloud
a good
Atlas and I wrote down and I wrote down the knowing. You said the knowing or something.
Yo, knowing,
Oh, that movie's
knowing, no, yo,
Nicolas
I said that.
Cage, right?
Yeah, hold on, innovate. I said that a while ago, right?
I know I wrote it down though.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that movie
the
is
fuck?
so underrated, and I've said it so many times, bro. That movie
I
is
seen
so.
that in theaters. That's
It's
the
so.
one with like the plane crash and shit, right?
Is that with
And
Nicolas
his
Cage?
kid sees
Yeah.
all the numbers, like, bro.
Right.
That movie. When I
can
first
see
saw
that.
that movie, it blew my mind. I was like, yo, like I don't know how it holds up after the first watch, but the
Right.
first watch, it's amazing. I love that movie.
Yeah, I like writing like that, man. Sometimes it don't have to be a lot of action, but you could tell when it's a good storyline, you know?
Now I will say this about Cloud Atlas, like it's a very confusing movie because it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Right.
Like it's not like it's confusing because it's like like loaded Lux rounds where you got to watch them multiple times to figure it out. Like I watched it a few times and like it's not it. I mean there it makes sense and stuff, but there's just it's a good movie. It's a fun journey to go on, especially like if you have the time for it. But it's like I don't know.
It's like some Darren Aronofsky movies where it's like the movie itself is like saying it's like sometimes with art, it's like to say like, oh, it means this. It's like it's subjective, and I guess the whole point is to be like what you take from it, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. So how does that happen though? I mean, is there not a writer somewhere that's telling people like what this literally means? Like, what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and they still trying to figure out what the ending of that movie means?
Inception.
Yeah. Or when he was on the island, when he was on the island.
Oh,
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, they still trying to figure out the end of that. I'm like, didn't the directors tell the end? Like, how does that even happen?
Right. Well, I feel like sometimes they don't. They know, they'll keep it to themselves though. Like Total Recall, how that ends. Like they want the actors to not know so they can give their performance where it comes off as like ambiguous or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh,
So,
and I'm gonna say this about Leonardo DiCaprio. We are definitely 1,000,000% going to have a full Leonardo DiCaprio episode because he's my favorite actor. And I want to do that soon.
Bro, Basketball Diaries.
Yo, Pablo, how do you feel about doing that like soon, like this month?
Yeah, I definitely have to go through the catalog, but he's got some fucking gems. Like,
yo,
even like Catch Me If You Can. That was a
great
movie. The Beach, dude. The Beach.
My God. The Aviator.
I loved that movie.
I never seen
But
it.
I want to do it before October so we can really get into our Halloween shit. But because I feel like also during October, if we do like a Halloween themed episode each week, I feel like that would also bring in people from like different, parts of YouTube, that will come over here and watch. So it'll bring us a different audience. I feel like if we at least do 2 episodes, like Halloween themed episodes in October.
Yeah. I'm down.
So, but yeah, so like I have a lot of theories and things like that about Inception. I like just all I have a lot to say about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Inception was good. I tried to break that movie down. I think I understand it, man. It was very sad when you really understand what his wife was
man.
Very sad.
Same with Shutter Island. Very sad.
Great, man. Another one I like is I like Matt Damon. I think I'm gonna go back and watch those old Born Ultimatums. I think those, not to change the subject, but I think those were really good also.
Well, now I'm glad you said that because see, I only seen like the first 2, I think, and I really liked them. But then like I didn't watch the third one, and then all of a sudden like there was another one, and then like I was like, they're doing too much. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like a few years later, there was another one, and I'm like, all right,
I gotta be real. I was never a fan of the Bourne series. Like I said, the shaky
I like the first one.
At the time, how that was.
I'd rather just watch a Bond movie
for action and shit. The shaky cam, but to me, I would always rather like, go back to like early Bruce Lee movies, right? And the frame of the camera.
Limitless, yeah.
Sets back. The whole point is they have the camera. The action is in frame, so you can see everything. That's every kick, and that's what you get when you get someone like a martial artist that can actually perform.
Oh wow! So it makes it more real.
Yeah. So the shaky cam, what they're doing by moving it, jolting the camera all around, it is to try to give you the sense that like you're in it and you're in the danger, but really what they're doing is they're hiding the shitty choreography.
Yeah, that's an optical illusion if I've ever seen one.
So immediately I get why like some people were like, oh shit, it's crazy. To me, I was just like, hold the fucking camera still so I can see what's happening. And
I never thought about that, but that kind of creates a suspense. Right, I never looked at it like that.
I get why people like it, but I just personally, I'm like, just fucking set it back a little and get people that can actually perform the choreography. And if you do it right, it creates suspense in itself. Like you don't need.
That's a fact. You just spoiled a few movies for me because I get caught into that, and it creates anticipation, and I get caught up in it. It creates a false sense of suspense, and it's trickery. But I might not now. You didn't lifted the veil on that one. Because John Wick does that too, because he can't really move like that.
No, John Wick's a little different though, because I watched the John Wicks recently, and it is more because it's made by the stunt performers, like actually are the ones directing it, so they know how to like keep the action in frame more. So the camera will move around, but everything's in frame, and it's not like
you're saying it's not showing half of their body. Like you don't know what they're doing with their other half of their body. You're showing their leg hitting somebody, but you're not showing the full motion of what they like. Can they really do that, or is that trickery? Yeah,
right. Because Keanu can actually, if you see him at the range and shit, like he can actually like handle a fucking firearm. And to be real, there's a scene in John Wick, I don't know if it's the first one, where the way he dispenses the mag, he like flicks it to the side and puts the new one in. And the way he did it, people in like competitions, when it's like their times and they're trying to do like the quickest reload and shit,
they respected that.
In gun competitions actually started doing that, copying Keanu Reeves, because they're like, yo, that's actually a quick way to reload. So I
wonder how he came up with. I wonder how he did that. Sometimes these actors that I love. back in the day, man, it seemed actors, man, they used to get into their role. Like, I wonder if he went somewhere and found someone that was, they used to get so into their roles, man.
Method acting. Some of that would piss me off though. Like when you're not on set, like Jim Carrey and when he was playing fucking what the fuck's his name? Andy Kaufman. I guess like on set, even when they weren't filming, he like asked people to call him Andy, and he was like
Right.
acting like, all right, dude, pull your head out of your ass. Like,
I know you too caught up in the role. Yeah, that's
right. Now you're like fucking you're too like fully yourself.
Now you're creating a personality. You gonna have to deal with that.
Right. I mean, look at what happened with like Heath Ledger and the Joker. They said he delved so deep into that role that it fucked him up mentally.
That's exactly what I was trying. I couldn't think about that, but I was like, there was somebody that had committed suicide or something doing that Joker role. That was him.
And what's crazy is Jack Nicholson told him when he took the role, he said, "Yo, be careful. Like, you know, he's like this shit becomes you."
Like I did The Shining. Like I know what I'm talking about. That Shining messed me up. I know what I'm talking.
Oh my God. You know what's crazy about The Shining though is the actress in the movie. So Stanley Kubrick actually was like purposefully putting her through like hell and tormenting her, making her do a bunch of takes and purposely like frightening her, have Jack Nicholson like scaring her shit. So he kept her in like a constant state of fear while filming.
He made her act better. So he said, I don't care if you can act. I'm gonna make you act. I'm gonna make you.
You're going to be terrified this whole time. And like, if you watch the movie, it comes up because Shelley Duvall is like, if you ask me, she's not really a great actress, but in that role, she's believable as hell. And I get why. I guess like her hair was falling out because of the stress and shit. And like, he fucking did a number on her. But you know, that was back in like the 70s and shit when directors were like, this is my vision and I'll do anything to create.
Yeah, that's back in the days. Back in the days, man, if people knew what people like Dorothy Hamilton went through and people like in the Wizard of Oz and what they would starve them out for them to keep their figure straight and just sleep deprive them for them to keep their role, exclude them from the outside world and only put that role on. Man, that's terrible, man.
Right. Even like animal actors and shit, like, you know, like the Mr. Ed and shit, like the stuff that they would do to fucking animals. Like, you know, you got to think.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm about to Google that.
Well, like you got to think like back in any like John Wayne movie when they're riding horses and you know, any movie that
that's
had like,
why now
animals
it's a
in
big
it, like,
deal for that they have to say like no animals were hurt in the process of filming.
Right.
I never thought about how much the animals suffered. I never thought about
bro.
So now
like lack of water.
If
like
you use any animal on a set now, they like a representative like has to be there to make sure that it's like being taken care of and shit. Like that's why they have those like animal wranglers. No matter
they should have did that for them. They should have did that for the actors. We love animals more than people, huh?
yeah. We really gotta do like a history of movies episode too, because Pablo and I we know a lot going back. Like we know between the two of us we could talk about movies for days on end, months on end. But Limitless was great, MME. But I just wanted to not to cut that conversation off, but Hazy's in the building, hasn't said a word, so just wanted to salute.
Hazy, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good, y'all? Salute.
What's up, bro?
Innovate.
Salute, bro.
Innovate. You'll be happy to hear Hazy was just baptized recently.
That's fire.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll be wondering sometimes, social, because I was baptized as a kid. I remember it.
Me too.
But my mother be telling me to do it again. I'd be like, you know.
Yeah. I don't remember it because I was a baby, but I definitely was baptized. Pablo was not. So Pablo was not baptized. So if there is a God, he's going to hell when his ass dies. Bars. Yo, that's from Pablo Picasso, Die Laughing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to bring it up, man, but let me tell you something, bro. It felt good, you know. I mean, it's a new beginning. I did it for my father, so
Yeah, yeah.
not just for
And
my
he
father,
didn't do
but
it.
for me. You
And you
know.
didn't, right? Well, for you, your father, your family, because you weren't the only one who did it, right? There was a member of your family who did it with you.
Well, he just spoke
Yeah,
to my
absolutely.
spirit with that because the only reason my mother been telling me to do it is because when I did it when I was a child, it was my father that always wanted me to do it. My father recently passed, and my mother was like, "That was one of your father's wishes." So you might have just spoke to my spirit by saying that. I'm thinking about.
Mm. So who was it, Hazy, that was with you?
So my aunt's husband, his friend is ordained,
Mm.
and the church they go to, it ain't like I don't know how to explain it. It ain't like a certain religion, but they follow the Most High or whatever.
Right.
So if anybody don't know what ordained is, he's like pretty much certified to baptize you.
Yeah,
You know?
do marriages, all that. Yeah.
Right. So I got baptized, and I know you saw the photos.
Yep.
But yeah, I got baptized, and me and my dad was talking about doing it before he had passed away, and
That's
the
deep.
opportunity came, and I
So
went
we
and did
do
it.
got the same story. I'm glad I said that first, so
That's
you didn't
deep.
think I was capping because I went through
That's
the same
deep.
exact thing. So that's confirmation to me.
Yeah, because his dad passed and didn't get baptized, and now Hazy felt like he had to do it, you know.
Yeah, confirmation.
No, I brought pops with me though, man. I brought pops with
Absolutely.
me.
Absolutely.
That's the first time I wore the little urn necklaces you can get, and
I
I brought him
got
with me, and
one.
I made
I
sure
got
he was there.
And you
I
put a
got
piece of them in it, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I got one of those with my buddy Bo's ashes in it. My dad wasn't cremated, but my buddy Bo, I got his ashes in a nice metal little urn chain thing. So but moving on back to the movies. Hazy, what are some of your favorite like movies that you like to go back to and watch?
I got plenty,
Like
man.
comfort
I love
movies.
movies, bro. I don't like newer movies as much. You know, like you can get me lost with that sometimes because you know, like they'll just make like the new movies they make of old movies and stuff. But one that sticks out to me, man, I love this movie, bro. It's called Deuces Wild with Steven
Oh
Dorff.
my God, Steph
Dude,
Oh,
Dorff,
that was
Brad.
dope.
dude,
Yeah.
I saw that.
we love that. Oh,
Bro,
you
that has like a
innovate. Yo,
that has like a
love Deuces Wild.
12% on Rotten
But he
Tomatoes.
said something very
Crazy.
important, y'all, how different movies copy different movie storylines. Like it'd
Oh,
be a different movie, but the same movie, you know?
hold on, are we talking about that's the one with Steven Dorff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
innovate.
bro.
Watch that fucking movie.
It's called
Oh,
Deuces Wild. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
what year is
sir.
that? What year is that about?
2002 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
I
like
love
that.
that movie, bro. That's
Bro,
one of my favorite fucking movies.
innovate. You'll love that movie, bro. I promise you.
I gotta
And that
make. I
movie
didn't see
reminds
it.
me of my older brother. No shit. Like Leon is my older brother.
Right.
He's
That's
like
dope.
fucking Alley Boy. And fucking, oh my God, yeah. What's his name? Norman Reedus. Is
Right,
it?
talk
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
Pablo.
Bro,
You know,
the
y'all know.
cement blocks and the wheelbarrow and shit. Bro, such
Yeah, had Matt Dillon
fucking
in it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie Muniz when he's like fucking 12 still.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
It's like, why can't I rumble with you guys?
Right.
Shit.
Yup, man, that's one of my favorite movies, bro. I will always say that. Like, I could always go back and
I
watch
think
that
I
shit.
did see that too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see.
Innovate. You ever seen Running Scared with Paul Walker?
Oh my God.
No, bro.
Yo, put that on the list. Put that on the list. I promise you. Pablo knows.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Great movie. Great movie.
Chaz Palminteri and shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That movie Jumper was pretty good. I recently just saw that. I was surprised I never saw that.
Jumper.
Yeah.
With Chris Evans.
Yeah, that
and
was pretty
Idris Elba. Was Idris Elba in it?
Yeah,
Jumper. Isn't that the one that has Hayden Christensen in it and shit?
Yes.
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. Oh, I gotta see.
I think
It reminds me of that
that's
movie. What's that movie?
Star Wars and shit.
Did someone say that movie in the chat? Was that Limitless or was that Time when they had this thing on their wrist and they only had a certain amount of time?
No, that's Out of Time with
that's out of
Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
Yo,
That
that's
was
a fire movie. I love that movie.
That was my
Limitless
movie. Yeah.
It's about the pills that like make him smarter and
with
stronger.
Bradley Cooper.
Right.
That's a good. Limitless is a great movie too.
Oh,
but Out of Time is a phenomenal movie. So MME, if you haven't seen Out of Time with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried, go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Yo, have y'all seen American Sniper?
Of course.
The propaganda film. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, of course.
American
I think it's a good
propaganda.
movie.
No, it's a good movie. It's just, they the way they twist the story to make Chris Kyle like a fucking, because this is the same dude that like in his book he said fucking during the hurricane in New Orleans, he said he was on top of the Superdome sniping out looters and shit or something. Like I don't know, like
no, I didn't see all that. Look, I just watched that movie recently, actually, within like the last like couple months. And I thought
it's a good movie.
Was it a true story type movie? Was it a true story?
Yeah, based on the sniper Chris Kyle, was like supposedly had the most confirmed kills or whatever. And I mean,
he's known for like the 1 mile sniper kill in like combat.
And it's I mean, he did have a crazy story. I'm just saying, like, Clint Eastwood's a great director, so I'm not hating on the film itself.
I didn't know Clint Eastwood directed. So I'm 51. So I'm 51. So Clint Eastwood is one of my favorite actors too.
Bro, he's got some great movies. Like Gran Torino was fire.
Yeah, I was about to say that maybe.
Nah, he has a few really good movies.
Didn't he direct Unforgiven too?
Yeah. He
I didn't know that.
He also
I just wrote that down.
He also directed $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, dude, that movie, oh my fucking god. The first 2/3 is like, yeah, and then the last third, like, it's like, why?
I know.
Like, the whole time you just want to like fucking Mystic River. Didn't he direct
Mystic River. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember that.
Yo, that's a Boston movie. But that is one of my favorite movies all time. So hold up, let's see. So Gran Torino, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Or are we just talking about what movies he made or ones that
directed?
He's into?
Yeah, he directed Unforgiven, The Mule, Gran Torino, $1 Million Baby.
Hold
on. Josie Wales, I think he did. Heartbreak Ridge, American Sniper.
Outlaw Josie Wales. Yeah.
Hold on. The Mule, which was fucking fire. I love that movie. The Mule. Gran Torino, $1 Million Baby, Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Bridges of Madison County. Cry Macho. The Outlaw Josie Wales. Yeah, you were right. Pale Rider. American Sniper. High Plains Drifter. One of the best westerns ever. Heartbreak Ridge. Space Cowboys, Mystic River, Absolute Power, Sully, Bloodwork, Play
Misty for
Play
me.
Misty
that
for
TV
me.
movie. Oh my fucking
yep. Flags of Our Fathers.
I like Sully too. Sully was okay.
A Perfect World.
Hold up. Check this out.
Perfect World.
Yeah, a Perfect
fucking
World.
Amazing. If you've never seen this,
Kevin Costner.
I did not see that. I've never seen it.
So let me tell you about this movie.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
He breaks out of jail or something, and
he's
like on the run.
He gets the mask for the little kid at the store.
Yes,
I love this movie.
That's why I've been trying to tell you, bro.
I know.
I'm watching that movie today. After we hang this, I'm chilling tonight watching that movie, A Perfect World.
1993, A Perfect World with Kevin Costner. He's on the lam. The cops are looking for him. I think he's like a bank robber or something. And then So this kid, this like little kid has like a shitty home life. His like parents are fighting or something. So he like sneaks out. He's like, fuck this. Like he's gonna run away. And I think he like hides out in his car or something. I forget how it. So like he like he goes hides out in the mom's car, and then Kevin Costner on the lam like steals the car, not knowing the kid's in there or something. And then he leaves. Then he like finds this kid.
I did
and
see
he's
that.
like,
I did see that.
yeah, he's like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, I gotta bring you home. The kid doesn't want to go home. And then the whole time he's like on the run with this kid, and he's like teaches him all this shit. Like basically it's like a father figure to him. Meanwhile, like I think it's like Robert Duvall is the cop that's like hunting him down. Maybe I can't remember. Or no, I think it's Clint Eastwood actually.
Yeah, I think it might
Is
be.
in it. And
Hey,
Pablo, do
you ever get to a point, Pablo, you ever get to a point to where you, sometimes I'll be looking for movies. I feel like I done seen every movie. It's like,
yeah, all the time.
Right,
all
right.
the time. All
Dude,
the time.
sometimes I spend so long scrolling that I'm just like, ugh, and I'll just go back to like
one you've already seen,
right,
an
like old
times.
comfort one because it's
Yeah,
whatever.
like I could have watched the movie by the time I'm looking for a movie.
Facts,
Right.
facts, because you've
Literally
seen all of them.
the
and
amount
it's
of
like,
time you spend scrolling is fucking insane. But you know
Yeah.
what else is a good Clint Eastwood movie? The Richard Jewell. I know they.
I was just gonna get there. I was just.
I
Gonna
know
get
they
there.
made like a show about it too, but this came
But
out
the
like,
movie was better.
right. Dude, that actor is awesome. I love that actor that plays him.
Yeah, me too. But yo, also like you said, The Changeling, which was a phenomenal fucking movie. I like that
That's
movie
based
a
on
lot.
a true story too.
Yeah, that is based on a true story. Yo,
it's Angelina Jolie, and it's a true story of back in the day where
back in the
her
day,
son goes missing, and she's like, she keeps going to the police, like, is there any update? You got to find my kid. Da 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 da. So eventually, like, there's like a child killer at the time or something, and like all these kids are going missing, but. So like a year into him being missing or something, the cops call her up. They're like, hey, we found your son. And she's like, oh my God, thank God. She comes in to the station to pick him up. And right away, she's like, that's not my kid. I'm like, no, this is your son. This is your son.
Yeah, don't give away too much.
No, but that's the plot of the movie. I mean, the trailer.
But that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes I'll be on Pablo. Sometimes I'll go on YouTube and I'll search Lifetime movies. Have y'all ever just blocked out the title so it doesn't spoil the movie, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes titles just give everything away, but it's hard. How do you click on a movie without seeing the title? It's like
I be blocking it out with my finger. Like I want to see it. All I want to see is how like if it was posted like one day ago, I'll watch it, but I blocked the title out. Because Lifetime, they spoiled it. They'll be like the nanny killed the baby. I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
Right, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, that's like what is it? When a stranger calls, like the call is coming from inside the house. It's like, how you gonna literally spoil the last fucking scene of the movie before you, like, it's crazy.
I like them guys. Yo, you know my favorite movies, and I done seen them all, is them Cube movies when they be in cubes and boxes.
Dude, talk. I was just watching Cube the other day. It's crazy.
I'm waiting for another one. I've seen them all. And I like the movies when they be like, when they got to do a game for people to survive. I've seen them. Yeah, I love those type.
Like I know they made a couple like different versions of the escape room one. Like one of them was kind of all right, the other one was kind of trash. But
yeah, some of them be trash. But that goes back to what we were saying earlier, where they keep rewriting the same script with just different characters and different actors and stuff.
Right. So I did do the Cube. I remember what era the first Cube came out in like 1998. I want to say something like that, and
it might have been before that, right?
No, it's not that old.
No, 90. Yeah, no, I
97,
think
19. I was gonna say that 1997. The Cube. There's like 3 sequels, and there was the Hyper Cube. It's fucking amazing. So basically, the whole plot is
the Hypercube one. I like that.
Yeah,
I like them.
They all basically all these people, they wake up in this room. They don't know like how they got there, why they're there. And it's it's just like a box. And it's a
they all got to put their minds together. Like we got to figure out way. And then when the realities change,
right. So the cube starts shifting, and there's a latch on the ceiling, the floor, and all the walls, and each latch leads to a different room. So they're trying to find an exit. Some of them like, oh, we should go up, and other ones, we should go right. And like one of the dudes, the first person opens the latch, goes into the next room, and like immediately gets like fucking ripped in half with like lasers and shit. So they're like, they start to figure out like, oh, before we go in the room, we should like test it with the throw a shoe in there to test.
Throw a shoe in the room or something.
Right. So yeah.
So that was my favorite one, because that's the one that was my favorite one.
Damn, Emmy, you young. You were born the year that came out. Damn, I'm 13 years older than you.
Damn.
I remember though. I remember.
Emmy, I still gotta watch 24.
I remember renting The Cube at fucking
Me too.
this video store, bringing it home, reading the box, bringing it home, putting it in within the first, like putting it on the VHS, popping it in the VCR. Watch the first 10 minutes, like, oh my god, because at that time, finding a new movie that you hadn't seen that was like good, especially that genre, was like
tough, man. You be in the VCR store looking around the VCR store all day, like,
and then you by the time sometimes you get one, when you bring it home, it would be trash. You'd be like, why didn't I pick this one instead? Or you get a couple maybe. Like, so when you found a gem like Cube and you popped it in your VH, you were like, what? Like, that's one you would go back, you would like, when you were there again and you were looking around for something good and you couldn't find it, you'd be like, I'm just gonna rent Cube again, because I'm gonna watch that again. Right. This is
mad times you'd go to the video store and be like, all right, I'm renting this again. Like mad times, I do that all the time, because you want to get something you like, but you literally would stand there for hours walking around looking at all the movies and still end up renting the same one.
So I can watch a movie over and over as long as I'm watching it with different people.
Right.
Maybe I'll see them enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, because you get to watch it.
I did that with Identity.
The first time you get to like vicariously watch it again, because you get to see their reaction to it the first time. So
I did that with Identity when it first came out. I watched.
It's the same thing with music. It's like an
album. I like how you said vicariously, because I kind of lived through myself to do it. Like, enjoyment from this, watching y'all enjoy it.
With music, right? It's like I can listen to an album I've listened to 100 times, but when I get to show someone new. Perfect example, and I mean it's different because it was my music, but like last night I was showing this kid, like he was asking me about we were talking about surf. Actually, he's like, yo, you ever listen to surf music? And I was like, bro, his bars on I-95. And before I even finished, he was like, bro, and he started rapping some of the verse, and I was rapping it with him. He put on the bars on I-95, and we both rapped like the whole fucking thing. I was like, bro, it's crazy that you know that. So then we started talking about bars and shit, and I was like, oh, and I showed him my music, and it's like, sometimes I don't sit there and listen to my own EP a lot, but like, and it doesn't matter that it's my music. I'm just saying the fact that it's like music that like you've listened to before. When you get to show someone new,
I show people MME's music or Real Deal's
something
music.
New for the first time. It's like it brings a different enjoyment out of you, like.
Yeah. When I've shown people Innovate Battles, I've shown people MME's music, I've shown people Real Deal's music, and
that's why I supported y'all. That's why, and me supporting y'all thing, Social been supporting me behind the scenes. I wouldn't have made my in person. Social got me home from Philly. Like, people don't know how we help each other, bro. But for people to know.
Yeah, it ain't for people to know. It's for us to know. Like that. Like if I fuck with you like that, if I rock with you like that, I'm never gonna leave. Like, I want you, and like people were making jokes saying like, oh, Innovate had to ask Social for money. Innovate ain't asked me for shit.
Right.
Innovate didn't ask me for
I said I needed help, and he gave me help. But
he made a post, a general post, and I hit him up privately and said, here you go.
Well,
I wouldn't have got home. I was in Philly. I wouldn't have got home, Pablo, without his help.
I know. And it's crazy because I just feel like, not to get too far off topic, but it's just like, I just feel like
it's
since we like, whatever, I'm not gonna say it, whatever. I was just gonna say, I feel like I've done nothing but when I came in humble, showed everyone support and shit until they gave me a reason to, and even some of them just because I don't watch all the time. It's just because I don't have time to watch. Like I'd pop in, hit the like, try to, you know, be in the chat and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Just weird energy,
We changing the subject too
jealousy
much.
and shit. It's like whatever. So,
I know, Pablo. When I go through, it's always been like that. It's just and it's not us. It's not the people. We got to understand that it's the energy of the internet, man. Like this kind of like a principality, like, you know, and we got to learn how to work around it.
Facts.
We got to do righteous stuff. That's the only way to beat it.
Well, that's why I like
Is it so bad to be positive? That's all I gotta say, man.
No,
It's
it's
so
not.
bad
It's
to be
not as,
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
not
but-
as fun.
But that's
It's
what
not
I'm
as
saying,
fun
Hazy.
for
Though we
the-
gotta
yeah.
be positive, though. We gotta train ourselves to bring views from doing. We bring views from the negative. That's a bad way to train yourself. We gotta train ourselves to bring views from sharing.
I know that innovate. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
Right.
I try to stay away from the negativity. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, dude, the other day I had the day off.
I was agreeing with you, bro. I was agreeing with you, man.
The other day I had the day off work. Like I could have went live or something, but I'm like, I was just like, like for what? Like I wasn't feeling it, and I'm like, I just been like,
don't force
taking a
it.
break. Like not even just me. Like I've just been taking a break, bro. Like it's fucking. I don't know. It gets too much sometimes. It's like.
Man, it's like sometimes, man, you can be dealing with your ordinary life with your family. Right. It's like I can feel people talking about me. Like, is this worth it? Like, I can feel your energy when I'm dealing with my family. I'm off this shit.
That's a fact.
I can feel the hate. Like, and I'm dealing with. I don't need that.
I've been saying that for the past month. Like, bro, I'm dealing with some like real life shit, and like I've been like giving nothing but positivity. Even if you look at like my promo stuff, it's all like good-hearted, like funny shit, and like
people try to turn it into something.
Right.
Else,
even when I'm not in it, even when I'm not online, do like if like you said, it's like I can feel it. Like I'll be at work and like I feel it. I'm like, someone's like slandering me right now. Someone's fucking like I could just and it's just
bro,
like
bro, it's that real, bro. I mean, I didn't know. Am I bugging? Like,
no, I'm literally, and not just slander. I'm like, I could feel the energy of like, and I know I'm like, wow, it feels to the point where I'm like, it's even more than one person. I can feel people teaming up together to try to tear me down somehow. I could literally feel it. Like that's crazy, and I just laugh.
Me too. No, I do that too, bro. Sometimes whenever you speak my name, I'll pop up, and I stopped doing that. I just started praying. Like, all right, I just started praying against it. Like, all right.
What I did the other day is I started making a fire track. Like instead of going live and forcing, I'm like, oh, I'm making a track. I'm fucking doing me because
you fought against it.
The same way innovates the GOAT. No matter how much people try to do it, it's like you can't stop someone's ability and their genuine spirit and energy. So they can like, you know, everyone, oh, his community but then he pulls up and everyone's like, oh damn, like, yo, innovate's real. He gives
that's why I'm here, Pablo. But that's why I'm here, Pablo.
He steps in the ring and body shit every time. So it's like none of what you're doing matters. You can't stop and innovate. You can't stop a Picasso. Like do anything.
That's what I'm about to say. They can't stop you either. No matter how you say your bars, a real rapper like me, like, yo, do y'all hear the way he writing that shit, bro? Right. Like he's learning how to deliver it, but do y'all hear what the fuck he's saying, bro? Do y'all see what they doing for our culture, bro? They could have been left. We called them racist and everything. They would have left. They still here, which means they not racist because they still here. It was a lie.
Right. It's like I don't know. Like it's good. Yo, what's up, Rap?
Rap, salute. I just want to say one. Thing.
What's up, bro?
I just want to say one thing real quick. Please like and share the stream. Please share the stream. Just share.
I share it. And don't just like it, man. Share it on your page, bro.
Yes, please. Thank you. Someone's got background noise.
I think it's Rap. You got the echo cancellation.
That's okay, Ref. Ref, you might just have to mute when you talk, Ref, and then mute when you're not talking.
This is a good phone. Hold on.
Oh no, you good, Ref. You good.
No, there's no echo. The echo cancellation's on.
I
checked it.
Yeah, no, my other phone be tweaking and shit. But hold on, no, I'm guilty that I didn't share the stream, and I normally do. That's my fault. Give you a
No,
second.
you do. You always
No,
should.
you do. You
Stop
usually
playing.
do.
You know you would have, nigga.
Nah, Rap Ref always shares the stream. Shout out to him for that. Innovate does too. Seizure does, like MME does, Hazy, a lot of people
I
do.
share like everyone's shit though. That's what is like weird to
The
me.
people
like,
I rock with.
but like,
And
to
if I
me,
don't, it's because
there-
I didn't see it.
to me, there is no who I rock with or not, because when I came in, I rocked with everyone. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
me too. But that was a mistake.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. It's like I'll share a Truly bar breakdown. I shared a Yo-Yo diss track. I shared Rap Ref shit. Like anyone who
Y'all
drops
brought me on. Y'all brought me on when my career was fucked up. Y'all interviewed me. Y'all been
we
doing
saw it.
everything to help the culture, but it's almost like the culture don't want to be like we self-destructive. Like, come on, people.
Yep. Yeah, and we're trying to balance that. Like Pablo and I, we were like at a point where we're like, you know, we don't even want to talk about this shit anymore. And then like we Rap Ref was our next guest, and we're like, all right, well, Rap Ref is done with this shit too. He's saying he's gonna quit. He's fed up with the bullshit, and we felt like we really had to have a conversation with him because we felt like he had a lot to get off his chest. And we even said it publicly, like, yo, if it wasn't Rap Ref, we'd probably be canceling the guest for the next episode. Like, that's just what it
What
was.
you got to say about this show? You just got here. We let Hayes talk. You want to talk about movies, Ref? Anything?
Whatever y'all want to talk about, man. This is a free for all.
Seeing y'all up here talking about the movies, you know, I was just, you know, kicking it. I did ask I pulled up like 10 minutes ago to ask them something in the back chat pertaining to the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if y'all seen that. Did y'all see that? If not, I'll just hit y'all up.
I saw the first ring, bro, but I didn't watch the other one.
No, we're talking about the battle.
No, yeah, don't say.
I'm sorry.
Don't say anything.
I'm talking about that Chinese movie.
No. But hold up. Don't say anything on the stream about it. But yes, Pablo and I are both good with it.
Oh, okay, cool. I would just, you know, because you know, well, you said don't say that, so I hit you up behind the scenes about it. But yeah, other than that, I just came back because I seen y'all up here kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing going on, taking a break from the schoolwork.
Word. Yeah, man. Good for you going to school, brother.
Right, Web, why you sick that kill on me, bro?
Oh shit.
Yo, Innovate, he know you. Like y'all, he said y'all freestyle together in person or something like that. You probably knew him in person by Nova Greasy and not
Man,
Android
he looked
Wiggins.
familiar as a motherfucker too.
Yeah. So
I met him at the gate to the garden event or something. I met him okay. Sober. I gotta meet him again sober.
I gotta meet him sober.
Yeah, but you set yourself up for that, bro, because you was drinking a little bit, so you probably don't know you said it, but you flat out came out the bushes and said, you know, Supernova was your sparring partner, and because of C3, he beat you in a rap battle.
No.
You explained what you meant after that.
I said it backwards, Rep. I said Supernova. C3 picked Nova, and she was like, I meant to pick Innovate. And if you watch me,
you had to explain. No, I believe you, but that's why it sounded so crazy. That's why it sounded so crazy to me, because I believe. I believe what you saying, but at first,
shit like, but rap, if I be off my dean, you always be on your dean online. You don't never be online drunk. How the fuck I'm the best rapper and the goofiest rapper, bro?
Nah, I be on here drunk too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
No, you nigga.
Ask around. Sometimes I
nigga gotta piss you off to make you cuss a nigga out, bro. You sometimes I know when you mad, you will be like nigga, and you be trying to hold it in. I'd be like, he pissing Ref off.
Yo, Unscripted Logic only gets fucking sober Innovate. Like
Rap my nigga. Yeah. That's a fact, because I love you so much, bro. I'll never come over here and do no goofy shit on your channel. I love you too much.
Crazy though, I was just talking to
Steve. I
was just talking to Steve like 2 days ago, and he was like, I don't know. I guess we had like a conversation about, remember the debate we had on like episode 2 or something. We were like kind of talking about that.
Yeah.
And, basically, he was like, "Yo, were you like?" I was trying to tell him like, "Bro, I wasn't really mad," and I even said, "I don't think I've ever actually been mad on a live yet. And then I was like, actually, take that back. I said the De Niro no-show stream, me and Social.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the only time I've
yeah.
ever legit been mad. And you could tell because when
I
I
miss
start
my
saying,
nigga De Niro, Pablo.
when I say like cunt every 3 words, or like you can just hear the inflection and cadence in my voice change when I'm actually mad. I start
Yeah,
going,
he doesn't
okay,
usually talk like that.
I go, I'm mad I ever showed you a modicum of respect. Like when I get into that tone, that's how
When
you
they
know.
get into that bag,
Yeah,
I
nah,
start
I
using
don't.
bag, I
I'm
need-
gonna be
words.
real,
Bro.
yo. I'm gonna be real. I don't like when I was with Pablo and we were going in on De Niro. The shit Pablo is saying, I've known him over 25. I'm looking at him like, damn. I'm like he not really like he doesn't really do that. Like that was crazy. He was pissed, yo.
Yeah, because to me,
and
Maybe he can
rightfully
rap
so.
like that, But Pablo, so why don't we? Because when I freestyled against that nigga, I was like, do we have to make our like? Why don't we rap like? Is it because we don't hate the person we rapping against? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. And I made the point earlier that you're gonna see the difference come September 20th. That every person I've ever battled before this, I could care less. It's not like I liked them, didn't like them. Some people I actually kind of respected, and it was just more like a fun thing. Like this is the only time I battled someone that I genuinely have zero respect for, and actually am like, yo, you pissed me the fuck off, and now you're gonna. I was gonna kill you anyway. To me, it didn't matter who it was. Adept. First he said like OG Capri. I said yeah. Then he's like, oh, he's battling Rio. Will you battle this price? I said yeah. To me, I didn't give a fuck who it was. I wanted to battle, and I've never actually wanted to battle before.
That's a fact.
So
I've never heard Pablo be like, I want to battle.
Yeah, so I wanted one
Book me a
anyway.
battle.
After the De Niro shit, I was already mad about that. And then going into it, it didn't matter who it was. Before it was even locked in, I had already wrote like a round, which was fire. So I was going to kill him anyway before he even started with all the dumb shit. He just made it worse for himself. So I'm telling you, bro. Like, and Caesar asked me the other day, like, yo, you got enough material? I said, enough? I have too much. Too much. This dude's fucking dead. And I can't wait. Like, honestly, I told Social yesterday, I said, I wish it was September 20th already, because I'm just ready to wrap it. Like, I want to get it out, like, for real. Like, I wish we could do it right now.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is that, I sometimes be like, yo, the enemy working, but God works in battle rap. Like when somebody leaves, somebody, like you remind me of De Niro. Like when somebody leaves, somebody else replaces them. Social came in with wisdom. Virtual battle rap is growing to a point to where these people that we talking to right now are bringing original thoughts, that we aren't building a brand off tearing others down. Promotion isn't tearing someone down. Promotion is bringing new people, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And listen, I tried to say that, like, I don't know how people took it when I did like my whole like clap, when I dropped the my diss track and stuff. But my whole point was like, listen, okay, if you're entertained in the meantime, that's fine. But to me, entertaining your already existing audience who's already going to watch it, to me, isn't like promo.
It's kind of counterproductive. I agree, bro.
I was saying, I'm bringing in people. Like literally walking down the street, people had never heard of virtual before. I'm engaging with them. I'm getting them to look up innovate battles, rap. I'm ingratiating them into the culture. I'm getting them interested and showing them, and they love the battles. They go, oh, this is fire. And I have to purposefully leave out little dumb shit like the crash outs. I have to literally go, you know what? Let me bite my tongue and not mention any of that. Only highlight the good stuff.
Do that. But you shouldn't have. So that's not even fair to you.
So then they come in, they start seeing the battles, but then they start seeing some of the dumb shit too, which is like, like I don't know. And I'm not saying like there's no place for like obviously face-offs, like diss track, like there's like there is like a little room for, and I'm not saying like the fun, like the jokes and the some.
Pull up, ME, pull up. ME saying some deep shit. ME, pull up, bro.
feel balanced. Well, honestly, I just think it comes from like a place of insecurity, because I think because the virtual for a while it was like smaller, I feel like people feel the energy shift that's coming. They see that it's growing every day. More and more killers are coming in. It's not just the same 5 people it was before. You know, some people have left, like Innovate said, some people left, other people came in. I feel like there's more killers in virtual right now than there's ever been. There's more fans. It's growing at a rapid pace. And I feel like it kind of comes from an insecure place of like, uh-oh, am I becoming irrelevant? Am I
I think I hear what you said. It's not coming from a place to where we trying to grow. It's coming from a place to where we trying to prove ourselves instead of trying to grow ourselves.
Right. Well, I feel like some of it is just like people might be a little like scared. Like, and I'm not saying it's even like a cognizant.
I go through that, bro. It's being afraid. It's called being afraid to succeed, bro.
Uh-huh. And they think that, uh-oh, like if this gets bigger, you know,
we talked about that, Pablo, on your channel.
Right. I know. And I said, so you made a post the other day and I commented on it and I said, no, what's funny is that I had a live not that long ago and I was talking about some of the stuff. And I said, you know, people probably thought that it was like coming from a personal bias or emotional place, only talking about like what's happening with the promo in my battle. But I go back to the conversation I had with Innovate when I wasn't even battling. I was like, I was saying the same shit. I've been repeating the same fucking things. None of it's changed just because it's like, if anything, it proved my point that I'm like, we already had this conversation. Now you're proving my point again. And it's like, I don't know how many more ways I could say it. And it's like, I feel like
you don't have to say. No, you don't have to say it. I testify that what you're saying.
People understand and they know like what they're doing. So it's like, it's not like people don't know what they're
testify that what you're saying is reality. But some people don't deal with shit in reality. Their own virtual can misconstrue realities, man, and you can take a person tone wrong. You know what I mean? Like you make an enemy out of somebody that's not an enemy.
Yeah, that's a fact. And to me, like, I don't have any enemies on the internet because I've never met any of these fucking people. So,
but not you though. Just people in general.
But I'm saying I feel like there is people that like view me as like a rival or like a nemesis for some reason, and it's like for what? I don't know.
No, man, you my brother. You my bro. They don't even know the how. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. Like even talking about it at this point, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Kind of cringe. Yeah, let's go back to the
I'm just ready to rap. Honestly, that's my whole point. Is that I'm ready to rap. Like it's we do rap battles, so I feel like the best promo for that is to rap, or do some funny shit to like I don't know. I'm coming to rap, so.
Bro, I've been waiting for that nigga that fucked with me last time, man. Now I know Pablo, I got 3 bullets in the clip all the time. Every time. Now I got 3 rounds that I might not rap to nobody, but I always got it. Like I'll never let nobody do me like that again.
Right.
Like yeah, so now even though I battle rap and I write for certain people, I got like 6 rounds that's just like, okay, if I ever get put in that situation again. And we create our own soap opera, but when niggas I don't know, man. It was just that racist shit that was just weird, man. Other than that, we've been good, man. Y'all been dope in this culture. I missed that racist shit, but I don't think that was nothing though. I think people
whatever, like I don't know. The way I always look at it, it's like, I don't know. I feel like people can always tell, like, what's real or what's not. When someone's trying to like spin the narrative, it always comes off to me as like MSNBC-ish, like, very democratic.
I said that a long time ago, like Democrat, demon crack. The suffix of the word crack comes from the
demonic rats.
Bro, the word crack comes from the Italian word. Like that word crack is like someone that's having a compulsion, like to be a demon. Like get the fuck out of here.
facts, bro. And to me, it's like if you have to misquote someone and change words around and shit to try to be like, I don't know. At that point, it's like you're not even living in reality. You made up your own false existence. Like
I can make sense of that word social with a word like bureaucrat. You hear the word like bureaucrat, like a system that's in control of taking over the judicial system. But
That's
a democrat, how the fuck you a democrat? And you trying to slip that shit by us?
Yo, hold on. Yo, hold on. Can I spit this word? Because now that you just said those words, demon
say it. Do it. Say it.
I've been waiting for this.
I wrote this recently, actually. Well, actually, I just finished writing it like 5 minutes ago. But
everybody mute up.
Yeah, this is fire. So it's like
I'm muted.
All right, where is it? Yo. I said, this illness is mental, and I ain't taking a jab at autism. As small children, we get a gift of a lollipop given at every doc visit because you need suckers to follow along with a doctrine-ism. No room for class or principles when we're taught schisms to cause rifts and spawn division and separate covalent bond building. They force a split and send you Adam like a Tim McVeigh swayed to bomb buildings. We sought peace, but they preached that if you disagree, we ought not to get along with them. And instead of nourishing the growth, they plant seeds into kindergartners in this godless sickness. They want the youth to be on the wrong side of the law. Yeah, they got us all twisted. They rely on trauma symptoms to be uprooted from a raw feeling like a controversial art image. They hate groups because a unified front can stage coups. So against the man in the high castle, yeah, we draw bridges. Google can't censor or stop the results when we search for the knowledge within, and we start to kick it like an abused dog because they want you to stay docile and timid. Souls are sold a daydream and dissuaded from investing in stocks when they down. Syndromes, instead of building homes, they play house, but the cabinet is not finished. They send drones to surveil them all and all in it. Like a sale on hats, they stop cap. So set up shop or fall back and cop a fitted. People so quick to lift a baby. Aw, shoot. Yeah, we all killers. They say to raise a kid takes a small village. People from all places are upstage to sing the song different. And in the text is a deeper message. For the criminal's record is all stricken. A new low they stoop to like a Hey Arnold kid did. I'm awe-stricken. So find the courage to finally stand up to all this shit. Because they treat it like a comedy. Tell you when to applaud or to laugh along. And that's what's wrong with this. All these false, imprisoned, and non-religious. They burrow into the brain and drive us insane with the politics. They'll get under your skin. They call Paul a tick because I dare to take a risk and play the long game. Don't fall for their parlor trick. Or treat yourself to a hollow gift. Slip a razor blade in an apple. Here, swallow this. Don't get lost on the mission because they'll distract you with man-made maps and rape apologists. They feign empathy and drain energy in a broad way, act like they ain't narcissists. So abolish the house the Clintons used to play parliament and funk up the groove, refuse to play part in it. Read between the lines and see the signs like an astrologist. They getting economic on the wallets, zombifying a colony like Cain, they conquer it. They take from their pockets these polytheists, NPCs, NPOs they made a profit with. So be the guy like Fox to choose the fork in the road and play your role, or choose to remain anonymous. Bars.
Fire.
Bro, there's some fucking gems in there.
There was a lot of gems in there.
A lot of gems in there.
People are gonna have to run that back.
That was insane.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
Well,
You know.
you want to spit it one more time?
Oh my god, you want me? All right, fuck it, I'll do it again.
Kick it one more time.
You want me to go in the middle? You want me to go in the middle with a freestyle?
Yeah,
because that will say some shit. Because he said we're not an apologist, but this innovate freestyling sober, so I can break down all of this. Now I know my nigga Pablo, he a college kid, but that don't mean he not a motherfucker that you can play like some type of sloppy wimp. We will knock niggas out, but we say shit that's kind of brolic, kid. But we say it for the acknowledgement and the circumference of people, for them to come together and acknowledge it. No one is equal unless everyone thinks they equal. And that's how we end up as a pile of shit. Because why I want to be equal to people that disintegrate me. I want to be equal to people that don't just try to imitate me. I don't want to be equal to people that try to limitate me. I don't want to be equal to people that try to build me up, then they break me. I don't want to be equal to people that put me in a bottle, then they shake me. I don't want to be equal to people that put me to sleep, then awake me. I want to be equal to people that love me and never forsake me. I want to be equal to people that put me together and never break me. I don't want to be equal. That was fire. Damn, that was a freestyle. I should have kept that.
That was fucking crazy. I'll clip it up. I'll clip that up for you.
Bro. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll send it to you so you can where'd everybody go? Oh.
Yeah.
I'll clip it up for you. Did I just kick him out?
I don't know. I don't know what you did.
Click, my bad. Click the link again. Innovate. Yeah, man. I'm gonna clip that up for you, and I'll send it to you so you can post it on your page.
Yeah, for y'all being sponsors on the ring, on behalf of y'all, please cancel Infamous, please.
Innovate versus rap ref's gonna be crazy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I can't wait for that shit.
So anything else that we want to talk about that's not battle rap?
No, I mean, I'm about to drop this track. You want to play a little bit of it?
Yeah, let's go. Mute up.
All right, hold on.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Cause
do I have to bring your other thing up on the screen? Are you gonna be playing it from your computer?
Yeah.
All right, Hazy, go ahead, bro.
Yo, Pablo 30.
That's a fact.
Nah, I kicked you out by Innovate.
By Innovate. I kicked you out by Innovate accident.
I kicked you out by accident, Innovate, because I'm high.
No, y'all keep my ass out. No, I'm just playing. I did that.
Nah, yo, I'm gonna clip that up for you. So, and I'm gonna give it to you. So,
I did that. So,
because I want you to be able to put it on your channel. I don't want to put it on mine. I want.
Nah, man. You know you my bro, man. Do whatever you want, bro.
No,
I want you to have.
No, that's a negative. Just no.
That's a negative.
You do whatever you want, my nigga.
We can put it on both. We can put it on both channels.
But bro, there was so many gems in that verse. I said I ain't taking a jab at autism. Like take the jab. You know?
But Pablo has a track coming out that is fucking. I've only heard a little bit of it, and it's,
I still gotta
he's gonna play
do a little bit on the end, but most of it's pretty good. So
all right, play. All right, I'm gonna everybody mute up.
I'm gonna hear it, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah.
It's called The Artist Tree. Tell me if it's too loud or not. Yeah.
Perfect.
Pickasso. Yo. I got some shit to get off. Right. I wake up in the morning and I often wonder, is there some sort of spell that you've got me under?
hit the road like a long haul trucker. All my loved ones when they start to suffer. The life of an artist is isolating. Get to do what I love while you might complaining. In this tunnel there's no light at the end. In this life of agony, well sometimes I like to pretend. Blood dripping the pen is spill ink on the page. We find a million different ways to word these verses in a way that I think they'll like. So we willingly exchange the chance to entertain these kids in a mic. So we hit the stage and give away the best years of our life. So here's some advice, better to share what tears us up inside. And the fans demand a price that we stand in front of flashing lights. And night after night, we bare our soul for a handful of likes. You know what? I might truly be crazy to choose to put myself through it on the daily instead of getting to spend time with my lady. I just hope that my art makes a difference, maybe. Why people try to play me lately? My own circle moving shady. Move out the norm and can't bait me. Cut my right hand off, running back to safety. The icing on the cake like a pastry. Those in it for bread, they move flaky. I don't need strangers to praise me. Cause it's music that raised me. Cause and effect, a vocal preset is the only way you could phase me. Even when complacent and lazy, grade A, you could never berate me. Tell them take heed to the fact, and with that I have made peace. Cause in this rap race we go for the Frodo finish, tell them say it's cheese. Give so much of my life to all these people that hate me. I don't know why, at the moment it escapes me. My last moments will be captured in HD. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing. Everybody can dream to live a life full of purpose, and leave behind a legacy. I don't know why. Oh, I owe my attention to this thing of mine. When I die, please, Lord, bury me with my soul. I can at least tell you I love you from the other side. Yeah, all the time that I spend inside of my head, from all the rhymes that I've etched to get criticized by those I don't respect. Yeah, my life is a mess, but I'm trying my best. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, you know, to know that you gave it your all, you know, and at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters, right? I love it.
PZ, run it back because you missed the whole beginning, bro. Yeah, you missed the whole beginning. Yo, it's absolute fire.
It's not anything like Maryland.
Nah, not at all. It's absolute fire. Run it back a little bit.
Same.
Or Pablo, if you want to play it again.
Nah.
All right. Just the beginning part.
They can run it back.
Yeah, run it back. We just played it, so.
Yeah.
But all right, Innovate, no worries. We only got about a half hour left.
Right. So I mean, it's pretty much all leveled all the way up. Like the last third of the song, I didn't really get to that part yet to like level it out and shit. But I mean, still fire.
It's gonna be amazing. I do have an announcement. I have a show that I've been talking about that I'm gonna be bringing to this platform. And definitely within a couple months it'll be up and running. But Hazy and I will be doing a show. It's not going to be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. It's just going to be like whenever we can, you know. And it's going to be called Hazy Assassins. And and the idea for it is awesome. It's funny and it's just gonna be fun. It's not gonna be like 3 hours like this. It's just gonna be like an hour of us just goofing around, being high, you know, just hazy assassins, you know, talking about funny shit. So so yeah, PZ that
Not your typical drama bullshit, basically.
nah. And it's not going to be anything like Unscripted Logic. But PZ that yeah, so the beat was the Kanye beat, the Runaway beat, and but Sick Mosh did the drums on it. So fire, absolute fire. But yeah, Hazy Assassins episode 1 coming soon. And like I said, it's gonna be sporadic. It's not gonna be a scheduled thing. You know, we might like there might be a month where we do 2 in a month. There might be a month where we only do 1 in a month. You know, it all just depends on our schedules and how things go. You know, because I am going to be introducing another show to this channel too. So, but yeah, that being said, I mean, we got a little under a half an hour left. Hazy or Pablo, is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about?
I mean, I feel like the verse and the song I just did kind of said a lot for me, to be real. That's just...
Nah, I agree. I do want to say one more time. Obviously September 6th. Rest in peace to my best friend since 3rd grade, who passed away in 2009. His birthday is September 6th. That's a special day for me, and we got the pot up to $125 for Fresh Coast Live versus Brick Street. Rap Ref and Unscripted Logic present the ring. And shout out to Innovate and Sick Mosh for making very generous donations, and shout out to OG Capri, Rap Ref, and the anonymous person who made a donation as well. So $125 in the pot right now, and
for 1 round, that's pretty good. I did 3 rounds for free. So.
Right, and 75% goes to the winner, 25% goes to the loser. So you know, so they both walk away with something. You know, I feel like
I'm gonna post real deal
rap,
shit again.
I don't know how rap feels about this, but I'm thinking like if it turns out to be a body, like one of them chokes really bad and forgets all their material, or it's just like a complete body, maybe the winner should get all the money. You know, I don't know. We'll talk to Rap Rep, see what the deal is with that. But Hazy, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I'm gonna post real deal shit again in the chat.
Yeah, please. Do you guys want? I might play that one more time before, like, but at the end of the show before we leave.
I mean, the songs I listened to are fire. Real Deal is fire. Like,
yo, the album is insane. I listened to it like 4 times.
It almost reminded me a little like Atmosphere kind of, but like with like battle rap style bars.
Yeah, and a lot of, and like every song's different, bro. Like there's so many different styles on there, and the songs that I told you to listen to, there's like the more I listen to it, there's definitely other songs. Like there's a song called Grandma's Recipe, bro. I feel like you will like that song will probably hit home for you. Yeah. Like for real, like Grandma's Recipe. So listen to that shit if you haven't heard it yet. But that just the whole album is just phenomenal. There's something for everybody, and that's how all Real Deal's albums are. I still listen to his first album. So, but yeah, run that back, MME said. All right, I'll run it back right now. Why not? We'll get it out the way.
Just turn it down a little before you play it. The beginning.
Yeah, I did turn it down and it didn't make a difference. I'll try it before I press play. I'll try it before I press play. All right.
I just wanted to personally thank everybody for their concern, prayers, for the GoFundMe. I want to let you know, after a month-long battle in the ICU, my father did pass away about a half an hour ago. Me and my brothers were at his bedside. My father did not pass of lung cancer. My father went in upright, as healthy as you or me, minus that, obviously, and there's a lot of questions that need answered. But I want to thank everybody, because if he was so loved, so I want to thank you for all your support, and just continue to hold us up. Thank you.
Today has been 5 years since my father, my idol, took his last breath on a hospital bed in the ICU at UPMC Mercy Hospital. He died tragically after a month-long hospital stay, where he developed an infection due to having a procedure performed that he ultimately didn't need. My father was 70 at the time he fell victim to medical malpractice, and I was 34 when I decided he had had enough. My father was loving, kind, mentally tough, and present from the moment I took my first breath in May of 1985. He was in many ways different than me, which made him that much more intriguing. He was a husband of 30 years to his late wife, and also had 3 other children, including my late sister, whose passing he had to deal with in 2014. He was a veteran and an animal lover, a joke teller, and a bit of a cheapskate. He was a fan of metal detecting and a terrible athlete, a bad cook and a mediocre driver, an awesome grandfather and a stoner. He was the best. I spent the following 2 years trying to pursue justice and battle the statute of limitations. I wanted a day in court so these doctors could see the damage that was done. Ultimately, I never got that opportunity. The justice system with regards to fighting medical malpractice and medical error is a series of hurdles not even an American ninja warrior could prepare for. I had exhausted funds, resources, relationships, and time. UPMC and the laws and procedures implemented to fight something like medical malpractice, which is reported as the 3rd leading cause of death in this country, had proven to be too much. So what am I doing here 5 years later? Well, first, let me say, of course, I miss my father dearly, and I'm doing well. But to me, that was never the point. The point is accountability and responsibility and real reform. I'm not against doctors. I'm not against hospitals or modern medicine. I am, however, against people in positions who operate with little to no recourse or repercussions. I am against titans like institutions like UPMC, not playing fair by the rules put in place by HIPAA and other entities. I am against doctors performing procedure and not being available to meet with the family weeks later to discuss the old Yeller treatment. I am against the way these mathematical formulas are put together to depreciate the values of our elder loved ones. I am against medical examiners having the ability to take thousands of dollars from victims and flip-flop on opinions when it seems beneficial. I am against lawyers and law firms being the only line of defense. Studies have shown medical error is only behind heart disease and cancer, and is the number 3 killer in the United States. It's about time we talk about it. Charles Edward Weller did not die in vain. We keep his name alive with every post, shirt, email, hashtag, and inch we gain in this trench warfare. The beauty of my fight is there is no statute of limitations in fighting. There is no statute for the justice I seek. Justice for Charlie.
That was at Mass 6 right there.
Fire.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful. But yeah, Pablo, you saw the table that was set up at Mass 6. Yeah, that was at Mass 6. But yo, that's crazy. You put my shit in there. Like, that was crazy.
It reminds me of there's this whole like documentary. I don't know if it's on Netflix or something. The story of Maya Kowalski. I don't know if you know that.
The name sounds familiar.
So basically, it's this little girl had this rare condition. It's called like CRPS or something, and
Okay.
she had to see specialists, and like she could barely move. Her fucking limbs were like in agony, and basically they found out that like doctors but like it took forever for her to even be diagnosed because it's like people didn't know what the fuck this thing was. And then finally it took like specialists in CRPS to diagnose it, and there's no real cure. They can only just like manage some of the pain, but actually they started doing these tests and like weirdly enough ketamine treatments were like one of the only things that work.
Yes, I heard that.
But it actually like gives them more mobility. And so, you know, it's a young girl, and they're giving her ketamine, and over time she gets like a tolerance to it, so she has to take more and more. And she's seeing this regular doctor that like specializes in it. But, you know, one day she's in a bunch of pain, so they have to take her to a regular hospital. And then when they get to the regular hospital, these other doctors start, because her mom was a nurse, and immediately starts telling them like, listen, she has this condition, she needs ketamine. So immediately they look at her sideways like, what, a 9-year-old girl and you're trying to give her ketamine? Like, so they called like CPS and shit immediately. And even though when they looked into it and they talked to her doctors that specialize in it and say, no, yeah, she always takes this amount, it's the only thing that works for her, they were like, well, we know better, and giving a kid ketamine is crazy. So immediately they thought it was like Munchausen by proxy type shit.
Yeah.
Like, mother's trying to make her sick and trying to give her ketamine. So immediately the like state held her daughter at the hospital for months, and then they wouldn't allow the mother to come see her and all this shit. It was like this whole battle for months and months and months. And the mother winds up committing suicide because like she just couldn't take it anymore, and she knew basically this hospital, and mainly not only the hospital staff, but mainly it was like one lady that worked there whose job it was to determine if child abuse was happening or not. And everyone kind of just looked at her as like a rock star, like she's fighting for like children. So no one questioned it. She gave her opinion that it was like Munchausen, and everyone just went along with it. And
of course.
So this mother's deprived of her daughter, knowing that she's in pain every day because they're not giving her the medication she actually needs, even though her doctors are telling them. So the mom winds up killing herself because she felt like that was the only way anything was going to happen with it. And it's crazy because like her doing that actually opened up an investigation. And then like that's what got the daughter sent back to live with the dad. And they sued the hospital for millions of dollars. And it's crazy because there's a lot of people that were like against the family. If you look at the comments, it's like, oh my God, this is a cash grab. Like, why do you need millions? Like this hospital, like, yeah, they may have messed up here, but overall, you know, it's like Johns Hopkins or whatever, and they do a lot of good for children. What good is it going to do taking millions from them? Now it's only get like, it was just crazy to see. Like, bro, you can't, you've ruined people's lives with your negligence. And it's not that you didn't know better. She physically reached out, talked to 2 different doctors that saw this girl previously and ignored their recommendations, ignored what they had to say. Specialists on CRPS. This lady has no fucking idea what this disease is.
Right.
She specializes in child abuse and Munchausen by process. So of course, everywhere she looks, she sees that, you know, Munchausen, because that's what she's looking for.
Right.
You know? And it was just fucking crazy to see that there's literally people against the family suing the hospital. It's like, it's a crazy story. I just watched it recently, but it reminded me of, because it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, there's got to be some kind of like consequence because this lady, she's sitting up on the stand and they're like basically asking her, like, you know, do you regret anything? You think you could have done anything different? She's like, no, I did my job, and my job's to protect children. Like, wow. Okay, but you fucked up bad here, and someone died because of it. And you tortured a little girl for 6 months, and not only not like fired, like the bitch still working there and shit. It's like, it's crazy. Like this bitch, she should face jail time for that. Like that's insane.
Absolutely.
It's fucking crazy to me. But like watching that footage, man, like you said, it's powerful. And I think, you know, even before that stuff happened, there's a reason that like Real Deal is so like liked in the community, is because he's like, bro, you got.
I've been a fan of him since 2009, and he was my favorite battle rapper for a long time. And my first interview with him was in 2010.
Right, but
you know,
like not only his skill, like in the ring, I'm saying outside of the ring, like
yeah, just being, bro. How many times have you? I've chilled with Real Deal probably like 15 times, but how many times have you met him? Like 5,
like 3, 4, maybe.
4, yeah, like 4 times. Yeah. So and every time he's mad fucking cool. Like he's just the most down to earth,
authentic. Dude. And it's just, I bring it up because
authentic. Perfect.
There's a lot of
his name is perfect for him.
I feel like in battle rap in general, there's a lot of like character playing. There's a lot of inauthentic. It's like people are just very like fake and not just in the ring, like portraying false images and shit, but like, I mean, outside of the ring, people just, there's a lot of like disingenuousness in the battle rap community. And it's like,
I agree.
The same, like, I don't know, people,
there's not
like,
a lot of real deals.
Exactly.
There's like maybe 1 or 2. Like,
if you look and you wonder why, like, oh, why is he so light? It's because he's just being himself. Like, bro, he's a battle rapper. He knows it's an angle people might use against him. Yet he'll willingly get on camera and show you his vulnerability, and because he's being real with you, like, yo, this is a thing I'm fighting for. It affected me this way, and you know, just being real, like as an artist. Like, I feel like some people would never show you that side of them, because again, it comes back to like the insecurity, the insecurity of like, oh, I can't show the real me because and the irony there is like, it is you not being authentic that turns people off, that makes people not like you. It's the inauthentic. So it's like it's like a snake eat. I've said this before. It's like the battle rap community as a whole, but especially like virtual, it's like a snake eating its own tail. Endlessly eating its own. It's just like,
Ouroboros.
Yes, and it's just like, bro, like if people are just like so like, if I be myself for 2 seconds, that's why everything's a joke, everything's a troll, everything, because no one, like, I don't know, there's, like we said, a lot of like go along to get along shit, but I feel like at the end of the day, it all comes back to people are just insecure and they want to be liked, and they don't like themselves, or they're not confident in who they really are. So like, I can't just be myself and be liked, so let me be this and let me do that, let me play this character, let me tell these type of jokes, or let me do this troll, like, because it all comes back to like, you don't like yourself because or like you're insecure. And so when I see something like that, someone that can just be authentic with no ego of like, how people might like make fun of me for this type shit. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like,
I agree.
No, Real Deal didn't care about the views or whatever that y'all had on Unscripted, but he gave y'all an interview without y'all even asking, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes, man, for the person that he is, man.
Right.
Click that link and sign that petition, man.
I was telling someone that last night.
I just looked, and it looks like about 9 people have signed since we started this live.
Nice.
Or at least since
I had a couple of my family members donate, so even I donated.
We appreciate, man. We appreciate that.
Mike's bugging out.
Yeah, Hazy, Mike's bugging out.
My bad, it's the fan.
Okay.
But so yeah, I was just showing someone last night the podcast and shit. I was like, oh yeah, Real Deal came on. I was like, yo, he gave us mad exclusives he never said anywhere else. And then I was even telling him about like when Lush came on and shit. And I was like, actually, I was in the studio with him. I was like, bro, he not only asked me if I wanted a feature and didn't charge me, hopped on. I'm like, he gave me the beat for free too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, so it's just always funny to see people like.
And now Lush made it very clear. So like, here's the thing: like, I've known Lush a lot longer, and of course, obviously, I mediated getting them two in the studio together, but it wasn't. Lush didn't say anything to me about wanting to hop on the EP. He heard how dope Pablo was the first day we were there, and when he recorded those 2 tracks, that the second day we went, the second time we went to record, he was like, yo, I want to hop on this with you if you'll let me. Like, and Pablo's like, fucking, yeah, absolutely. He's like, all right, well, I got a beat too. And it wasn't because off the strength of me, it was off the strength of Pablo's talent. That speaks volumes. That speaks fucking volumes. So
yeah, just real people. And yeah, like
because just because Pablo's my boy doesn't mean Lush is gonna put his fucking name and his voice on a track. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Or at least, or without charging something.
Right. Like, that was, he heard
Pablo.
And
not only a vert, but that's like one of his best verses.
One of his best verses I ever heard. Like, for real.
Crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's always nice when I feel like I get more love from strangers that hear me rap than like you know, people I went to school with, but anyone that like knows me personally, like I feel like, and I've seen it, like, you know, you play a song and they're like, this is fire, who is it? And then they find out it's me and they're like, oh, that's you. Like
that literally does happen.
It's like, what, you liked it before you knew it was me? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know what it is about me specifically, but whatever. But anyway, so
but we are
I did want to say, like, you were talking about like bringing a new show to your channel and shit, and I've been saying for a bit about how I wanted to do more shit, and not just because I've been thinking, you know, just like with, you know, life in general anyway and shit lately, but yeah, just the whole, like, I feel like most of the time I go live, I'm like recapping events for other people that, like, to be real, like, I don't ever see share my shit. I don't, you know, the only time they really ever pop in is to say, thanks, I appreciate you covering my thing.
Yeah, people expect us to share
like,
their shit, but they never share ours. Like it's crazy.
And literally, I've been like hit up on Instagram by multiple people, and I open it. I inbox from this person in the community, and it's literally like a link that they're like,
Can you
sometimes
share this?
they don't.
Like,
so they don't even say that. They just
know.
send me the thing. Like, I'm supposed to go, okay, I'm gonna share this, and it's like, you
when
know,
have you ever shared any of my shit?
Before, when I first came in, like, I was supporting everything moving, but now, like, now that I look back at it more, and I'm like, well, why? I'm like, I spent that life doing this, and I'm like for what? Everyone, like, other people are covering that anyway. I'm like, it's not even really what I wanted to do. And then if I give my actual honest opinion on some of it, like just being real, so people might feel away and they're gonna get mad anyway because they like don't like when I actually give my real opinion. So it's like, I was like, whatever. Like I'm gonna go back to doing more like music lives, maybe some not only guitar and singing and shit, but like me in the studio, like while record, like showing.
And I love that
process. And also, I want to do my top picks with Pablo shit more.
And I like that because before Pablo said he wanted to do something like with movies, and I wanted to do something with movies on my channel as well. But we talk a lot about movies. That will take away from us having those conversations on Unscripted, I feel like. So I think that's a great idea. But we do gotta end this. So if there's anything else you want to say real quick, I have one little thing to say before we get out of here, just to end this on
basically
on a
just
note,
you know, going back to doing more shit I want to do as opposed to trying to help and support a community that I feel like most of the time either overlooks me on purpose. They either pretend I'm not here, or if my name does get brought up, it's like to slap nonsense along with my name and try to, like, I don't know. So I'm like, more and more, I mean, it's not even really about that. It's just like I was getting kind of tired of doing it anyway. I'm like, why do I keep recapping these, like talking about like certain shit that's like I not even really like, I'm some events that like I'm only watching to break down and do a recap on, that it's like something I'm like, I wasn't even interested in.
And you gotta
force
your time.
I gotta
force
you don't really myself to watch
time.
it because I don't have the time anyway. I'm at work trying to watch battles that I'm like, man, I could really give a fuck less about anyway.
Yeah.
Then to recap it for people that, like I said, don't ever share anything of mine ever, or review any, like, and if they do, they have nothing positive to say. So it's like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, it's not. Like, if it's something I wanted to do,
those days are over.
I wouldn't care if it was something I wanted to do, but it's like I just like don't really, and yeah, like I'm like,
if you're not gonna support our shit, we're not gonna support yours. Like, and it's not like we support the people that we rock with, and if we like your content, we're gonna support you 100%. But those people also support us.
Right. Like, it's just got to, like, I don't know, got to a point where I'm like, I don't have that much free time anyway. So it got to a point where I was like, there's other shit I wanted to be doing that I wasn't. And I'm like, wait, why am I not doing this again? And then I scroll through like my last 10 lives and I'm like, most of them are topics and shit that I'm like, I didn't even really want to cover. So I'm like, why am I even doing it? Like, what? Because I think more people might want. I'm like, who gives a fuck? I'd rather have 3 people in there and talk about what I want to be real. Like, so yeah, that's what I'm doing from now on. It's like what I want to do. I really could give a fuck less.
No, I agree. And you got to give out the energy that you want to give out. And the people that receive it will receive it. And the people that don't won't. But on that note, we do got to end the show. But I do, because this was kind of a heavy episode at certain points, I do just want to say one thing before we get out of here. I heard a story today. I forget where it was out of. But a girl got arrested for DUI. She was a twin, right? So she called she calls her twin sister to come pick her up and bail her out, right? Twin sister gets there, fucking shit faced, drives herself there. She gets arrested for DUI.
Oh my god!
And on that note, we're pulling out.
Can we at least protect the ladies?
We out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.